Hey, hold on. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
It's not like, what do you mean? Hurry up and open the door.
You're the one who should be explaining yourself. You should know best how this happened. What were you doing with my boyfriend in my bedroom?
What do you mean?
It's obvious, isn't it? I was getting cozy with your boyfriend. I didn't think you'd come back so soon. Huh? You really have no shame calmly admitting it like that. You stole your best friend's boyfriend, didn't you? Don't you have anything else to say?
I haven't done anything wrong, have I?
There's nothing in particular to say to you, though. What? Don't act all nonchalant.
Anyway, that's not important right now, so just open the door already. Let me use the bathroom.
It's not unimportant at all. And if you open the door, you'll just run away.
I won't run away. I really just need to use the bathroom.
Well, hold on a little longer. I actually contacted your boyfriend David just now. He seemed quite shaken, but he's coming to my place now. So just wait quietly until then.
Huh? Why are you calling David? He's not involved in this, right?
He's not unrelated at all. I thought you broke up with David because you went after Sam, but it seems like it's not the case. You're not actually broken up with David yet? Which means not only me, but David is also a victim, right? So it's not strange at all to have him here in this situation.
Huh? First of all, you also have a role in being cheated on.
Sam wasn't satisfied with you, so he ended up with me, right? Huh? It's my fault? What are you even saying at this point?
You still haven't realized that you're at fault. Oh, right! Come to think of it, you and David were co-workers at the company, huh?
And what does that have to do with anything? It's not relevant to the current conversation.
You both work at a small construction company doing dirty jobs together. Oh my, you two are such a perfect match.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, I've got an idea. I'll let you have David. In exchange, I'll take Sam. Sam has decent specs and he's handsome, so he suits me better. Oh my, what a brilliant idea.
You really are a hopeless woman. Oh, by the way, even though you're blabbering nonsense, I've saved this entire conversation and I've recorded all the abusive language. Your true nature and how you've insulted both David and me are all in there. I'll expose your true nature to David, so be prepared.
Huh? Don't mess with me. Don't be so cowardly.
Cowardly? It's not fair for someone like you who stole her best friend's boyfriend and betrayed her own boyfriend to call me cowardly. Especially coming from a despicable woman who doesn't even apologize, but instead shamelessly defends herself.
You're so noisy. I feel sorry for Sam for dating a plain-looking girl like you. If I'm just a little nice to him, he seems to fall in love with me right away. So I'm not to blame, right? He must have been really fed up with you.
You're such a... You don't even think it's terrible to steal your best friend's boyfriend?
I don't think anything of it. In the first place, I didn't like that you managed to catch a better guy than me. So I wanted to snatch him away.
Huh? You really are stupid. You cheat on someone and then have the nerve to not even apologize and just act like nothing happened. You're truly the worst. I can't believe I was friends with someone like you for so long. Well, for now, stay there for a while.
Huh? Open it!
Have you reflected on your actions at all?
Huh? I told you I haven't done anything wrong, so there's nothing to reflect on. Just open it already. I need to go to the bathroom.
I don't know your circumstances. Oh, David just came by.
Huh? Not that David. There's a misunderstanding here. There's a reason behind it, and Mary just got it all wrong.
What are you talking about now?
I was just angry at your response earlier and said some mean things. Hey, sorry about that. It was all a joke. There's no way I would betray my best friend.
It's too late for apologies now, you know. Have you forgotten already? Didn't I tell you that I have saved everything from earlier?
Huh? You're acting all high and mighty even when I'm trying to apologize?
There you go again. That's your true nature, isn't it? David must have figured it out, too. We've been completely fooled.
Don't be fooled by Mary's words, David. This person is just misunderstanding things and enjoying being the tragic heroine on their own. David, it's enough if you just believe me. Mary, you're doing selfish things to ruin our friendship, you stupid woman. That's why Sam chose me over you, an ugly and dumb woman.
See? Sam chose you? That's like admitting in front of your boyfriend that you cheated on him. In the first place, you're the one who ruined my relationship with Sam, right? Don't act like you're the victim.
Huh? I didn't admit anything. Hey, David, it's not true. I just fell for Mary's manipulation.
It's a pity, but I can't make any more excuses. David has seen everything now.
Lies. David, it's really not true. Don't believe that woman.
I'm disgusted knowing your true nature. I don't think you'll believe anything anymore.
Too bad.
After all, it wasn't me who ruined your relationship with David. It was you yourself. Don't blame it on me, okay?
Huh? Sam is really angry at your behavior too. He regrets choosing a woman like you.
It's over for you too. It's fine if you just keep being angry on your own. A man who has no decency and cheats with his girlfriend's best friend is not someone I want anyway. I'll give him to you. You're a perfect match. The lowest woman who betrays her best friend and the lowest man who betrays his girlfriend.
What are you saying? Hey, Mary, please let me out of here. I said a lot of mean things, but I was just angry and upset. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me.
Do you really think you can be forgiven after saying such horrible things? There's no way I can trust a woman like you. You're truly an idiot.
I'll do anything. Mary, please open this door. I beg you.
Okay, I understand. I'll go ahead and open the door so you two can leave this house together ASAP.
Two of us? Me and David?
Are you kidding me? It's you and Sam. I don't want to see your face or that shitty guy's face, so just leave together nicely.
Hi, Mary. How are you doing?
Huh? Anne? How do you know my contact information? I changed my phone after that.
How unfortunate. A friend told me about it. When I said I lost my phone and didn't know it, they told me right away.
Well, I didn't tell anything to my friend, so it must have been you. But seriously, how surprising that you can contact me like nothing happened.
Don't be so mad. It's been a while, you know.
So what do you want now?
Oh, right. I had to contact you because there's something I absolutely need to confirm.
What is it?
You already know that it's about the wedding invitation, right? Did it arrive safely?
Oh, that's what it was. I received it, but didn't even bother opening it. Why do I have to go to your wedding anyway?
Oh, come on. We promised in the past, remember? As best friends, we said we'd give speeches on each other's weddings. Forgot about that, huh?
Oh, we did talk about that back when we were still friends, but now we're nothing but strangers to each other, so there's no need for me to do that. Besides, I don't even want to see your faces, so there's no way I'm going.
Hey, don't say such cold things, please. I think only Mary can give the speech, so please, pretty please.
What? Are you seriously out of your mind? You haven't forgotten what happened between us.
It was 6 months ago.
What are you even talking about? It's not a matter of time. You've done the worst thing as a person, and you haven't even apologized for it. There's no way I can just forget about it.
Well, calm down a bit.
The more we talk, the more irritated I get. We're not on good terms anymore. Anyway, I'm saying I don't care about your wedding.
Seriously, instead of being angry forever, calm down. I want you to come to the wedding because it's going to be super luxurious just for your sake.
For my sake? What do you mean?
I'll share enough happiness with you to forget all the unpleasant things. You probably haven't had a boyfriend since then and have been living dark days, right?
It's none of your business how I live my life.
Because we used to be best friends, I'm just worried about you. You should be grateful for my kindness.
You're really living in a fantasy world, huh? After what happened between us, you have the nerve to contact me so casually. You really have some guts, huh? Betraying your best friend and sleeping with her boyfriend after all.
Am I being praised? Anyway, just make sure to come to the wedding and prepare an amazing speech, okay? Oh, and please bring a proper wedding gift too. Got it?
If you're going to say that much, I'll attend. I'll prepare the best speech, so look forward to it. Well then, see you on the big day.
coming to the wedding. Have you arrived at the venue already?
Oh, Anne, I was just about to contact you. I've arrived at the venue, but I can't find my seat. I checked the seating chart, but my name wasn't on it, and the receptionist didn't seem to know either. I asked the staff to confirm it with the bride and groom. Did you hear anything about it?
Oh, that thing. Come to think of it, one of the staff members came to this waiting room earlier.
Oh, good to know. I guess there was a mistake and my name was overlooked. Well then, I'll just wait for the staff to come back.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. I already told the staff, so you should be fine. It seems like you came to the wedding without being invited, so make sure to send you off.
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't you understand? You can't attend this wedding.
What? You lied to me?
Well, if you put it that way, I suppose you could say it like that. Well, you did quite a number on me 6 months ago, so I'm just returning the favor.
What? What did I do? After all that, you still don't think you did anything wrong, huh?
I didn't think I did anything wrong at all. Sam chose me, you know. I told you back then that the one who gets cheated on is at fault.
You.
Maybe you were planning to give a touching speech for me, but it's not necessary. I never intended to ask you for anything from the beginning. I just wanted to embarrass you in front of everyone.
Oh, I see. You really are a despicable piece of shit, huh? Well, I guess you can't change that easily. If that's how you feel, then I'll just leave.
Say whatever you want. It just sounds like the howling of a loser who missed out on happiness. Oh, by the way, I assume you prepared a gift for the wedding, right?
Yes, well, I was asked to attend and bring a gift, so I brought one. Oh, and I prepared a special gift just for you. I'll leave that at the reception desk too, so look forward to it.
Oh no! What's gotten into you all of a sudden? You're being so considerate, huh? Just like the old times. Thank you! Hey! What's going on? Where are you right now?
What happened? The bride who was supposed to be in the midst of her blissful wedding reception is in a panic. Aren't you supposed to be at your wedding reception right now? Did something happen?
No, it's not like that at all. None of my friends who were supposed to come to the wedding showed up. The friend who was supposed to give a speech and the friends who were supposed to do a performance. Everyone. It's like they all boycotted it.
Oh, I see. That's so unfortunate.
It must have been your doing, right? What did you do?
Well, after I left the wedding gift at the reception, I bumped into David.
David?
Yeah, I do. So we talked, and it turns out he had experienced the same harassment from you as I did. We were going to go out for a meal together, but then some of our friends found us. I guess they got curious because I hadn't talked to them about you.
Huh? So did you talk to him?
Well, I thought it would be weird to come all the way to the wedding venue and then leave, so I couldn't hide it anymore. I ended up explaining everything that happened between us up until now.
What? What were you doing on my important wedding day?
No. It's because you did something nonsensical like seeking revenge on me and David, right? It's weird to come to the wedding venue and then leave before it even starts. Anyone would think that's strange. Since nobody knew anything, it was just assumed that you and I were still best friends, you know?
Ugh. But then why did everyone end up not attending my wedding? You probably cried again, calling yourself the tragic heroine as always, right?
Well, it's because David and I just told the truth as it is. Then everyone got really angry. Of course they would be. And it seems like they decided that such unreasonable people aren't friends or anything.
That's...
Everyone wanted to know more details and got all excited talking about it. So we ended up going to the club together, and now we're all having a blast.
What? The club? Why did it turn out like that? You know what's funny?
Yeah, everyone seemed to be fed up with you guys and thought they didn't need to attend the wedding. Too bad. Don't blame me and David. You invited us to the wedding, and that's why this happened.
I never expected things to turn out like this.
Well, it's no surprise considering how you always act without thinking ahead, you fool. Oh, by the way, did you receive the congratulatory gift? I told the reception staff it was a message from friends who couldn't attend the wedding and asked them to play it at the most exciting moment. I was curious if they played it for you.
Well, there you go. I was actually planning to tell you about it. What on earth were you thinking?
Oh, that reaction. So they did play it for you, huh?
Whether you received it or not, it started playing during the ceremony without my consent. And it turned the whole wedding into a funeral with everyone giving me cold stares like I'm some kind of villain. It was a disaster. You really did the worst thing, didn't you?
Oh, was it about that? How funny. You're acting like you didn't know. I'm sure I received congratulatory messages from everyone to pass on. When did you switch them, I wonder?
Pretending not to know won't work. I knew right away it was you or David. So you two were in cahoots from the beginning.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Even today, when I happened to run into you, I found out you did the same thing to Sam.
It's all lies. You teamed up to get revenge on me and Sam, didn't you?
Revenge? We wouldn't do something so stupid. It was just a coincidence that the messages got mixed up, that's all.
It's not a coincidence at all.
You messed up while passing them out. Sorry it turned into such a surprise for you. But it was a great opportunity to reveal your true colors to all your relatives, wasn't it?
Don't joke around. I'll never forgive you.
Well, it's a happy day today. Don't be so uptight. Oh, speaking of happy news, let me tell you something good.
What do you mean?
Just now, I received a call from the company.
I don't care about your company.
Listen to the end. Actually, David won a prestigious architecture design award overseas. Isn't that amazing?
What? David did?
Yes, he did. The guy you used to belittle for working at a small architecture firm is now famous. Everyone at your wedding forgot all about you and is celebrating at my congratulatory party for David and him. I'm grateful that you created an opportunity for everyone to gather.
Why would you both treat me so horribly? Today was supposed to be the happiest day of my life.
Even at this point, you're still saying such things. I think the actions taken by your friends speak volumes, but you just don't seem to get it. Well, you can keep playing the tragic heroine forever. Just try not to alienate Sam too, okay? I'm busy with a congratulatory party, so, well...
Wait a minute! Hey, Mary?
What? Do you still have something to say to me?
No, not really. Well, you see, I wanted to apologize properly to you and David.
Huh? What are you talking about now? It's too late for that.
I know it's too late, but I really want to apologize and clear up misunderstandings.
Misunderstandings, huh? There's not a single misunderstanding between us. Everything that happened between us is a fact. I can't bring myself to talk to someone like you, though.
Please, just listen to me, even for just a moment.
What are you talking about? Have you forgotten all the things you did to us?
I haven't forgotten, I know. I'm really sorry for what happened back then, I truly am.
Well, to be honest, it's really bothersome. So what is it that you want to say in the end?
Well, you see, I actually want to make up with you and get back with David.
Huh? I don't understand what you're saying.
The thing is, this marriage seems to be falling apart.
Oh, really? It's only been a few days. What a pity.
Can you at least listen to me?
Even if I say no, you keep talking on your own.
Yeah, sorry about that. Because of the recording you played at the wedding, my parents found out that our marriage was based on cheating.
Oh, your parents didn't know either, huh? They probably never imagined that you would steal someone from your best friend.
Yeah, we didn't go into details. As a result, we had to return the gifts, and we can't rely on support from our parents anymore.
Wow, that sounds tough. But it's all your own responsibility, isn't it? You should figure it out on your own. Even if we make up, it won't solve the money problem. And to be honest, I have no intention of making up or helping you.
It's because of that things didn't work out with Sam anymore. So I thought about breaking up with Sam and starting over with David.
Well, that's a convenient story. There's no way David would accept that, right? Do you even realize how awful you've been to him?
I know. That's why I want to apologize properly. I heard he won a famous design award and got a cash prize, right? If he comes back to me, I'll be able to live comfortably in the future.
What? So you're trying to get back with David for money? You used to make fun of him so much, and now you're suddenly turning the tables. You're truly a despicable woman.
Hey, please! You're close with David, right? So help me out!
What are you talking about? Why should I help you of all people? It's not just David. I've also been through a lot of terrible things.
I truly regret what I did to you guys from the bottom of my heart.
If you really thought that way, I don't think you'd use David's prize money as a way to get back with him.
Well, that's...
You're full of unexpected thoughts, aren't you? Oh, by the way, there's something I wanted to ask you.
What?
You know, when you betrayed me, that day you and Sam got kicked out of the house, right?
Yeah,
After that, Sam contacted me saying he wanted to come home and collect his belongings. Of course, I didn't want to see him, so I made sure I was out of the house during that time. I got a message saying he was done, so when I returned home, not only Sam's things, but even some of my other belongings were missing. Do you know why? I assume you were with him, right?
Huh? What do you mean? He asked me to help him pack his things, so I went with him, but I didn't touch any of your stuff. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Well then, why are my things missing? Since you guys came after that, I can't think of any other explanation.
I don't know about it. Maybe Sam took them without telling you?
But it's strange, you know?
What's strange? I'm telling you, I really don't know anything.
Do you really not know? But I have evidence here.
Huh? Evidence?
Yes, you see, on the day of your wedding, when I was supposed to attend the ceremony as a friend, I saw you at the club instead. At that time, my friend told me that they took a commemorative photo before entering the venue, and they showed it to me. I was shocked when I saw that photo.
Huh?
The accessory you were wearing was exactly the same as the one I lost. Isn't that strange? You keep saying you don't know anything, but the person who shouldn't know is wearing it.
Oh, that thing. I just borrowed it for a little while, you know? Come on, we're friends.
Huh? Our friendship ended on the day you betrayed me. Don't joke around.
I'll return it, so don't be mad, okay?
It's not about returning it or not. You know, you have a habit of stealing other people's boyfriends and stealing things from people's homes without permission, don't you? I never knew that until now.
That's why I said I only borrowed it. I'll return Sam to you too.
You're stupid. There's no way I would use something you used.
I'll return it properly, I promise. So please cooperate with me to get back together with David. You're the only person I can rely on now. Please, Mary.
I have no obligation to cooperate with you, as I said before. Deal with your own problems yourself.
That's... David blocked me and I can't even contact him.
Well, that's understandable considering what you've done.
Just connecting us for communication would be enough, please.
You're persistent. No matter what you ask, I won't feel like doing anything for your sake.
Ugh.
Well, as you know, David has won a famous design award and he's busy. He's flying around the world and I'm always accompanying him as a support role. I have to go to Europe for the award ceremony today too. I don't have time to indulge in your fantasies.
Europe? Originally, I should have been there.
He used to make fun of both me and him so much, right? And even walked away from me on his own, so regret is useless.
But even now, I'll show you that I can win back David's heart.
Oh, I think you should give up already. He's so busy that he doesn't have time to care about you too. Well, I should start getting ready soon. Oh, I'll give you the imitation jewelry you stole and the cheap ex-boyfriend. So you should make up with Sam and repay your debts properly. Don't contact me anymore, okay?
Hey, please don't abandon me. Wait a moment. Listen to me until the end.
David's design, which won an International Architecture Design Award, has become incredibly popular worldwide. He's being invited all over the world and making great strides, and I, who support him, am also busy traveling the world. As a top-class producer who has produced a world-renowned architect, I'm swamped with TV appearances and magazine interviews. I'm living such fulfilling days that I've forgotten about those terrible events. On the other hand, that awful ex-friend Anne seems to still have a habit of cheating and stealing. She's still repeating infidelity and petty theft and has become a famous person in town as a light-fingered thief. She's been trying to contact David in various ways, but of course he ignores her. She's been abandoned by her parents and friends and seems to be living lonely days. As for my ex-boyfriend Sam, he used to ambush me everywhere trying to reconcile with me. He even kneeled down and begged for forgiveness on the street, saying, "I regret betraying and dumping you. I want to start over with you." But I pretended not to know him and said, "Who are you?" with a smirk, since I had my bodyguards with me. He won't dare show up again, I'm sure, with my bodyguards around. Since then, there's no more toxic people lurking around me and David, and everything has become peaceful. I'm always surrounded by female fans who adore me and my bodyguards. I lead a lively and busy life. John? John, are you there? Hey, what's up? Are you still not here yet? It's almost time for the meeting. Did you suddenly get called into work or something? If you're going to be late, should I go on first and get started without you? Or should I wait here? Either way, I need to hear from you right away. Please give me a call. What? John, finally! What time do you think it is right now? You didn't even call me back. And what do you mean, what? I've been worried sick. No, you're being persistent. You keep calling me over and over. What do you want? What do you want? I told you we had a meeting at the wedding venue today, didn't I? And what's with that tone? It's kind of making me feel uneasy. Are you angry about something? What's the big deal? This is just me being myself. I used to put up a facade, but I don't need to anymore. What do you mean? I'm staying at a hotel right now with my new girlfriend. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm saying I have a new girlfriend, so I'm done with you. And we're not getting married, of course. There's no need for the meeting, obviously. Hold on, I don't understand any of this. Why are you suddenly saying this? It's not sudden. I've been feeling this way for a while. You just never noticed because you're so dense. What do you mean? You said we were going to get married. Was that all a lie? Well, at the time I really thought we were going to get married. But I realized I didn't have to choose you in the end. I don't really understand. Can you explain it more clearly? I think you'll understand eventually without me explaining it now. What do you mean? I really don't get it and it's frustrating me. This isn't getting anywhere. You're with your new girlfriend, right? Put her on the phone. There it is. The tough girl act. I always hated that about you. The way you look down on men. It really pisses me off. You're not even that cute, but you act all high and mighty. I see. So that's how you really feel. You used to tell me how much you liked that about me. You're just charmless. I'm so glad I don't have to marry you. My current girlfriend is quiet and adorable, and I feel like I need to protect her. She is 100 times prettier than you. I only wanted to marry you because your parents are rich and influential. I never loved you from the start. Wow, that's harsh. What are you going to tell your parents, especially since they were so happy about this marriage? Won't they be disappointed? Don't worry. You don't need to be concerned about that. You seem pretty relaxed. What are you hiding? Well, you'll find out eventually, even if I don't tell you now. Look forward to that time. Anyway, the engagement is officially called off. Just so you know, I'll be taking compensation for the broken engagement. The losing dog barks the loudest. Hey, have you received the wedding invitation yet? Can't you just stop contacting me suddenly like this? Your new fiancé might get upset. She's not as small-minded as you. So, did you get the invitation or not? How would I know? I haven't been checking those things. Unlike you, I'm busy. Besides, I wouldn't go to your wedding even if you begged me to. You really are a charmless woman. You're so different from your sister Sally. What does Sally have to do with this? Don't tell me you still haven't figured it out. Didn't she tell you that she's getting married? She did, but wait. You really are slow. That's right, she's marrying me. You were with your fiancé's sister this whole time? Don't make it sound so bad. I truly love her, unlike you. Since when? Remember when we went out to dinner with your sister? You wanted to introduce me to her when we got engaged. We exchanged contact information that day. You did that while I was in the restroom? How sneaky. What else was I supposed to do? Sally is prettier than you, so I had to seize the opportunity. By the way, are you sure you two have the same parents? You look nothing alike. You're not very attractive, but your sister is gorgeous. It's funny how different you two are. Anyway, I was planning to marry you because your parents own a company, but when I saw Sally... But if a beautiful woman with the same conditions appeared in front of you, who could resist? Who wouldn't want to marry a younger and prettier girl rather than an older and unattractive one, right? I see. That's how this happened. Exactly! I knew you would eventually figure it out. But that's besides the point. You have to come to our wedding because I'm going to be your future boss, and it's your sister's wedding too. If that's true. You still don't believe me? You're so stubborn. Anyway, I'm the next CEO. Why are you acting like you're the CEO already? You're getting ahead of yourself. Hey, I have to act like it now. I'm the future CEO, and I won't tolerate any rebellion. And you have to attend our wedding, got it?
Hey, big sis! Did you receive the wedding invitation?
Oh, Sally, I just got it. Thank you.
You seem pretty calm about it. Haven't you checked the recipient's name yet?
I had it confirmed. I know you're probably with John right now, enjoying my reaction.
As expected of my brilliant big sis. Most people would go crazy if their ex-fiance's new girlfriend turned out to be their own sister. But you're so calm and collected.
It's not like I have any feelings left for John.
Oh, there you go again, trying to act tough. You know, when you get mad, your tone gets even cooler. I can see right through you. You're really upset about this, big sis.
That's enough, Sally.
Huh? What's enough? You were so happy, Alice. You said he's such a good person and he really loves me. Poor Alice, betrayed by the one you trusted. You loved him so much.
Stop it, Sally.
You didn't even know he was cheating on you behind your back. And you were doing all the wedding preparations alone. He said he was busy, but he was just dating me the whole time. And you know what? John says I'm better than you. I'm cuter and have a better personality.
Well, good for you.
You can't just rely on being smart. You have to be a woman too. You're always so focused on work, you didn't even notice your boyfriend was cheating on you. But thank you. You gave me such a good guy. He's an elite businessman and handsome too. I'm so happy.
Please be my guest.
Pretending to be so calm while your insides are boiling, right? I'll be happy enough for the both of us, big sis. Oh, and don't be selfish. Make sure you come to the wedding, okay? It's an order from the CEO after all. Well, see ya!
Hey, can I talk to you for a moment? There's something you don't seem to know yet, so I thought I'd tell you. Huh? Why are you contacting me suddenly? Well, it's about Sally. You see, she's not really my sister. Huh? You contacted me out of nowhere for this? You're saying something that doesn't make sense again. Do you think I'll fall for it? I'm not lying. Don't joke around. You're jealous of your sister because she's cute, right? Is it really fun for you to bully your own sister like this? Sally also told me that she's been bullied whenever you didn't like something about her since a long time ago. That's why you'll always be ugly. I'm telling the truth. Why won't you believe me? Well, duh, because I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm not going back to you no matter what you say. Honestly, I never even paid attention to you in the first place. I just got close to you because your father was the president of the company. I was aiming for a reverse takeover. If it wasn't for that, who would date an ugly person like you? Even though it's for my future, I shuddered at the thought of seeing your face every day if we got married. Now, I'm relieved that I don't have to worry about that anymore. Well, sooner or later, once we get married, everything will be mine, and I plan to divorce you with some excuse. I'll take all the assets, too. So, that's your true nature. All the kind words you said to me and the proposal were all for the sake of my father's company. You didn't love me. Sorry, that's how it is. Even if it wasn't you, marrying Sally would have gotten me the company and a cute young wife, killing two birds with one stone. You really are. But unfortunately for you, my parents won't allow that kind of thing. You should keep your sleep talking to yourself. Your parents are totally in favor of Sally and me getting married. What? What do you mean? Have you met them already? No, they have been busy. I haven't had a chance to meet them yet. But Sally says they really like me and are thrilled about us getting married. So you haven't actually met them yet. And that's what Sally says. So what if I haven't met them yet? Stop being so negative. That's not a cute trait of yours. Instead of nitpicking, you should be happy for your sister's marriage. It's because of your attitude that you haven't been able to get married yet. Who are you to say that to me? Nah, I'm the future CEO, so I need to properly educate my incompetent sister-in-law. I'll say it again, stop being selfish and definitely come to the wedding. Don't you want to see your one and only cute little sister in her finest moment? You're heartless. Listen, you have to come. Don't embarrass Sally and me. And anyway, I'm offering to become a part of your family, so be happy about it. You should be thankful for that. Listen, it seems you have some misunderstanding. Even if you and Sally get married, we cannot become a family. Here we go again. I never had a sister to begin with. Not once since I was born. I've always been an only child. So that's just a lie you came up with out of jealousy, right? No, it's not a lie. I'm actually registered as the only daughter of my parents. Do you want me to show you the family register? Or maybe it would be quicker to ask my parents directly. Huh? What? Really? That's a lie! You introduced Sally to me as your sister. I said she was like a little sister to me. Anyway, I was going to explain all this to you, but you broke off the engagement so quickly, I didn't have a chance to tell you. What are you talking about? Explain! Oh my, you're so impatient. You were the one who interrupted me when I was trying to explain. Just spit it out! Sally is actually my father's sister's daughter. You see, her mother was a terrible woman who embezzled my father's company's money and ran off with another man, leaving Sally behind when she was just a child. My parents felt sorry for her and took her in, and we've been living together ever since. But we never legally adopted her or anything like that, so she's my cousin. No way, that's a lie! Sally called them mom and dad, and she called you big sister, didn't she? You're so gullible and persistent, too. Guys like that aren't popular, you know. What do you mean? Sally was a little girl who missed her mom and cried for her. My mother comforted her and made her feel like she was a part of a real family. So that's why she started calling her mom. But legally, she's just my cousin. No matter how much she calls us mom or dad or big sister, she's not really the daughter or sister. That's ridiculous. So then, what about my plan to marry into money? Ignoring the real daughter, her cousin's husband can't be the CEO, can he? What? That can't be true! You're so persistent. I'm telling the truth, you know. Besides, you said my father would be pleased, but does he know that Sally's fiancé is my ex-fiancé? He congratulated the engagement, but that's only because he heard Sally was marrying an elite businessman. If he finds out that the groom is you and that you're his real daughter's ex-fiancé, I wonder what will happen. That's... Oh, I almost forgot. Congratulations on your marriage. May my dear cousin be happy with you forever. Well then, goodbye. Wait a minute. Alice! Alice, can I talk to you for a moment? There's something important I need to tell you. I want you to hear me out. What is it? Why so sudden? Thought you weren't going to contact me anymore. Alice, I was out of my mind. It was like I was having a bad dream. Oh, it sounded like it was a really good dream, though? Alice, I've realized something. You're a very attractive woman. I was completely out of my mind before. I was fooled by Sally's words. But I won't do anything like that again. I'll cherish you forever. Can we start over? I'll break my engagement off with Sally. It seems like you've changed your mind quite a bit. Wasn't I ugly and strong-willed and not cute? Sally was the one who made me think that. She convinced me that you had been bullying her since you were kids. But now I understand. You're not a terrible woman. Is that so? Then was all the foul language you used to insult me before at Sally's urging? Yes, that's right. That wasn't my true feelings. I've loved you all along. Hearing that, what did you think I would say? I heard your true feelings from you clearly before, so it's pointless to say anything more. I have no intention of marrying you or talking any further. Please don't contact me again. Goodbye. Alice, wait! Wait for me! Missed calls. Alice, please listen to me! Alice! Alice, hey, please listen to me. This time it's not a bad story for you. You're so persistent. What is it? Alice, listen to me. Sally is planning to take over your father's company. What? What are you talking about? Sally has connection with the mother who abandoned her. She's acting on her mother's orders. She took me away from you, and eventually she wants to make the company hers. I see. Well, she's Sally's mother, so it's not surprising for her to think that way. But why are you telling me this? What are you plotting? Plotting? No, I just want to break up with Sally. Huh? Why? Isn't she the young and pretty girl you wanted? No, that's not it. Don't say mean things and listen to me. Sally, when she found out I wanted to break up, she went crying to her real mother. And her real mother is a really awful woman, you know? Now she's dating some dangerous guy, and he's threatening me. If I don't marry her daughter, he wants me to pay a huge amount of money. And if I can't, he said he'll kill me. It's not a joke anymore. Oh, that's troublesome. And Sally, too. She's really the worst woman ever. She loves luxury and uses my credit card to buy all kinds of brand name, and she's extremely selfish. She's been pretending to be quiet and innocent all this time, fooling me. She doesn't do any housework at all. Even if I tell her to do something, she says she can't do it and makes me do everything. I'm the one who cooks the meals. Even though I make the meals, she complains and makes me redo them because of her selfishness. If I knew she was like this from the beginning, I would have never gotten involved with her. Oh my, that's quite a situation. Auntie hasn't changed a bit since old times, has she? I thought maybe Sally would become more responsible after getting married, but she's never even cleaned her room or helped around the house while she was with us. Well, that really shows how she can relax freely around her loved ones. Isn't that good? No, it's not good at all. Please, Alice, I was really in trouble. I'm not asking you to get back with me or anything, but at least help me break up with Sally. Can't your father do something about it? And please spare me the compensation for breaking off our engagement. I'm already broke. Well. You were saying some pretty audacious things after saying you wouldn't say anything anymore. You want me to help break up with Sally? Don't ask for any compensation? Are you kidding me? It's all you're doing, isn't it? You should deal with it yourself. Don't come crying to the ugly girl you hate. Alice, please. You're the only one I can rely on now. I told you about the company, right? In return, please help me. Please take care of it yourself. Goodbye and good luck. I won't accept any further contact. Wait, Alice, come on! Hey, Alice, are you still mad? Can you help me out a bit? I'll definitely pay you back. Could you lend me some money? I'm beyond being exasperated. It's almost laughable. How can you ask something like that from your ex-fiancé? Please, you're the only one I can rely on now. I'm not your errand girl or anything like that, but fine. Let me tell you something good. Something good? What is it? Remember when my aunt said she was trying to take over the company? It bothered me, so I investigated my aunt and Sally. And you know what? They're borrowing money under your name. What? Borrowing money? Under my name? The amount is outrageous. They spend it on luxury brands and expensive restaurants. It seems like they're out partying every night. That can't be true! I've said it so many times, I never lie. Haven't I always been truthful with you? This is unbelievable. I don't have that kind of money. I don't care if you say that to me. By the way, my parents and I have already made it clear to each payment recipient that we won't shoulder any of the debts. This is too much. Well then, John, I won't be able to help you out at all. Good luck to you. Oh, and I'm going to block you too. Goodbye. I'm sure I will never see you again. Alice, wait! Don't abandon me! Missed calls. Alice! Alice! Please help me! John, who had been bragging about his reverse pawn tactics in the company, became the laughingstock of everyone and felt uncomfortable working there after his engagement was called off, so he quit. His parents and brother came to apologize to me. It turns out his father and brother are police officers, and his mother's a lawyer. They were determined to find John and Sally and arrest them for fraud. By the way, it seems John was disowned. Sally's mother was arrested for fraud after John's parents investigated and found evidence. There were many other crimes, and now she is in prison. After that, neither John nor Sally contacted me. However, according to rumors, he has been running away during the night to escape predators and his family.
Sister, it's been a while.
Dolly, yeah, it's been a while. What's up with the sudden call? How many years has it been?
It's been 3 years. Sis, I haven't heard a word since you left our parents' house.
Oh, has it been that long?
Well, that's not what I'm calling about. I heard your news, sis.
What did you hear?
You got married. And you're on your honeymoon right now, right? I'm so jealous. A 1-week trip to Europe. Sister, why didn't you tell me you got married? It's important because it affects the whole family.
Why? Have you forgotten that you stole my ex-fiancé a long time ago? I wouldn't go out of my way to tell someone like that I got married.
Ah, oh my God. Sister, are you still angry?
Of course. Do you have any awareness that you're ruining people's lives?
Well, don't get angry. You're on a fun honeymoon, aren't you?
Well, if I hadn't heard from you, it would have been 100% fun honeymoon. More than that, who told you I got married? And even the travel dates.
Do you want to know? Your friend.
Oh, my friend. I called my friends to let them know that we weren't having a ceremony, but I didn't bother to stop them from saying anything about it. I didn't expect the information to leak.
I see. Your friends didn't know you were keeping it a secret from your family.
More than that, how come you know my friend's contact information? You didn't storm into their house and ask for my information, did you?
I don't even know their contacts or addresses. I happened to meet your friend at a convenience store and she remembered me and talked to me. Well, you and I look pretty much alike, so I guess she knew right away. I'm living at our parents' house right now. I guess you just bump into each other when you're in your hometown.
Oh, are you at home? Didn't you marry my ex-fiancé and move far away? What is wrong with you that you are at home?
Oh, that person. Yes, we got married, but we didn't get along, so we broke up.
You broke up?
Well, it can't be helped. It's just too hard to put up with people that don't quite match yourself.
How can you say that? I had to back down and you wouldn't consider my feelings? Don't you feel bad or something?
Well, it's over. Don't be so angry. So, I'm single now. So, I thought I'd get my sister's husband again. Make lots of happy memories on your honeymoon while you still can so you won't regret it.
Again? Hey, don't be silly. I wonder why you always want what I have. Ever since you were little, you've had my toys, clothes, and many other things. I thought you'd change when you grew up, but now you're even stealing my boyfriend.
Because the clothes you're wearing are so nice. And Luke smiling at you was also very nice. You know, the grass is greener on the other side. It looks really nice.
Ah, our parents spoil you all the time too. They told me to give up my clothes and my ex-fiancé. I was so fed up with all that, so I didn't tell any of you about this marriage.
Ha ha. Mom and Dad dote on me. Spoiled wins. By the way, your husband is such a nice person. He has a high-paying job and he is very handsome, even the way he speaks.
What are you talking about? You've never met my husband, have you? What do you know about him?
I found his account on your social media. I've been in touch with him secretly since then, but your husband seems to be more preoccupied with me than you, right?
There's no way that's true.
It's true. Did I ruin your love honeymoon? Sorry I'm so popular. Oh, I came up with a good idea. I'm going to catch up with you now, so why don't you and I switch on the honeymoon?
Don't be kidding. Don't contact me again.
I'm not kidding around. See you later.
Aria, long time no see. I'm sorry I contacted you so suddenly. I heard you got married. Congratulations. Luke, it's been a while. I'm happy to hear that from you. Thank you. Well, what can I say? I feel bad for what I did at the time. Yes, well, honestly, it's true that I can't forgive you yet. No, I did something that terrible. I know. And I wanted to let you know. I divorced Dolly. There's something I want to tell you about that. Yes, I heard you divorced Dolly. Did you hear it from Dolly? Yes, just a moment ago. So, how did you end up getting divorced? It was completely my mistake. Mistake? I was so in love with Dolly that I believed the lies she made up without any doubt. So I switched to Dolly. I did something stupid. Lies? What kind of lies? According to Dolly's story, Aria, you've been playing around with men since you were in school, cheating on your boyfriend, didn't help around the house at all, and so your parents and Dolly were at a complete loss. Hey, what is that? Oh, it was a ridiculous lie that you can understand if you think about it for a moment. But I was in love with Dolly and I believed it. But actually, that's exactly what Dolly is like. Dolly, what do you mean? She had cheated on me with a bunch of guys, didn't care I knew about them, and she's never done any housework. Plus, she didn't want to work, but she was spending a lot of money, which was really troublesome. What? I didn't know that. That girl is really out of her mind. Luke, I'm sorry about my sister. No, it was my fault too. After we broke off our engagement, I've been distanced by my family and friends who asked me why I left a wonderful woman like you. I couldn't talk to anyone about it, so I had to get a divorce. That's what happened. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Love is blind. That's exactly what it was. I finally woke up after marriage. By the way, you said earlier that Dolly contacted you. But was it just about the divorce she said? I wonder if she's up to something, going out of her way to contact you. Yes, exactly. Apparently, she is after my husband this time. I'm in the middle of my honeymoon right now, and she is saying something I don't understand, like, your husband likes me, and saying something like, I'm going to take over the honeymoon. Luke, do you know anything? Sorry. Maybe it's my fault. Oh, was there something with Dolly? Actually... sorry. I'd like to explain, but I'm just in a rush at work right now. I'll get back to you as soon as things settle down. Is that okay? Yes, okay. I'm waiting to hear from you.
Good morning, sister. I'm on my way over there, so you're going to pass the baton to me with your honeymoon.
Good morning, Dolly. Are you still saying that? There's no way I'd do anything stupid like taking turns.
Oh my, your husband kindly got me an airline ticket. I'm already on the plane. He likes me more than you, so he wants to travel with me. He told me so many times yesterday that he loves me.
What are you talking about? Come on.
No matter how much you deny it, this is the truth. You don't stand a chance against me, sister. You're so desperate, it's funny.
Dolly, I told my husband about you yesterday. He denies that he would ever contact someone who took my ex-fiancé away from me.
Sis, you're way out of line.
Oh, wait. My husband wants to talk to you, so I'll put him on. I'm Aria's husband.
Oh, the husband.
Who are you? I heard you're Aria's sister, but there's no way I'd get an airline ticket for someone I've never met or contacted. Don't say anything that will make my wife feel uneasy.
You don't have to hide it anymore. I just told her that you like me better than her.
I didn't say a word about that. I'm not even on social media, and there is no one other than my wife who has been in close contact with me in private lately. And the honeymoon destination is different from the destination of your plane, so when you come home, Aria and I won't be there.
What? Wait. What do you mean?
Understood? That's what it is. Who in the world have you been in contact with?
No, wait. I want to know.
Don't get involved with me anymore. Don't contact me again.
This must be a joke. I was definitely in touch with your husband. Absolutely.
You're persistent. If you contact me anymore, I'll ask you to deal with it through my husband, who is a lawyer.
Wait, your husband is a lawyer? You said he was a doctor.
No, he's been working as a lawyer for years.
Wait, what do you mean? So, who was I in touch with?
Can I tell you?
What? You don't know about my friendship?
Yes, I do. The person you have been contacting, who you thought was my husband, is my ex-fiancé and your ex-husband, Luke.
Luke? Why? Why is Luke in this story?
Luke has told me everything, what caused him to break off his engagement with me up to the present. Dolly, I heard you told a big lie to tear Luke and I apart. Besides, it was your playing around and spending habits that caused the divorce, wasn't it? I heard you didn't do housework at all, and yet you're running away without paying the compensation.
What? Because, after all, I can't help it. I'm not working and Luke is on a thin monthly salary. I just played around a little and ran out of money.
Did it ever occur to you to look for a job after the divorce?
I hate it. I'm not cut out for labour. Mum and Dad always said, all you have to do is stay in front of the warm fireplace and smile. So when I get married, it has to be someone who says that to me.
I'm speechless. Luke was pretending to be my husband just to locate where you were. Luke thought you would respond better to a doctor, given your extravagant spending habits, so he pretended to be a rich doctor.
That's a lie. Luke set me up. Me.
Luke said he once thought of giving up the money you had spent because compensation was never paid, no matter how long he waited after the divorce. He knows he is responsible for believing all your lies, but still, you told him such a terrible lie and broke off the engagement with me. As a result of marrying you, despite being abandoned by his family and friends, he wanted to retaliate on you even a little for cheating and wasting money. That's when you mistakenly thought he was my husband and contacted him on social media, so he pretended to be my husband and kept in touch with you. For this moment.
That can't be. I didn't know Luke was on social media. There's no way he could fool me.
Dolly, you've derailed Luke's life. At the very least, compensation should be paid responsibly.
Shut up. Don't you dare tell me what to do.
No matter how you try to get away with it, you can't anymore. That ticket was prepared by Luke. I've told Luke that you got on the plane on time, so he'll be waiting for you when you get on the ground. Just accept it.
I can't believe you were helping Luke. It's a lie. That can't be.
Aria, thanks for contacting me last time. Thanks to you, I found Dolly at the airport. She now has a live-in job at a factory owned by my parents' friend. I'm going to have her pay me compensation in installments from her salary. I'm glad you managed to calm down the situation. Actually, after I dropped Dolly off at the factory, I met your parents and talked to them. Oh, really? As I expected, your parents had been told by Dolly that the reason for our divorce was because I had cheated on her. Well, she was trying to lie all the way selfishly. I was absolutely stunned. Well, your parents regretted that they had spoiled Dolly too much and raised her too well. They promised to make sure Dolly paid the full compensation, and they will also watch over her with me. I'm glad my parents finally became awake. It would be a bit of a relief if she had nowhere to go back. Aria, I'm sorry I interrupted your honeymoon. Can you tell your husband that I'm sorry? Sure, but my husband wasn't that angry either. I finally managed to punish her, so don't worry about it. But, Luke, to be honest, I still can't completely forgive you for breaking off the engagement yet. But I see you have changed, and I hope you'll be happy. Thank you, Aria. It seems that Dolly escapes from the live-in factory from time to time. But even if she escapes, Mom, Dad and Luke are watching her and she has nowhere to go. So she is immediately brought back and works hard every day. Some people who knew the cause of our broken engagement tell Luke that he brought it on himself, and he is still facing a lot of criticism. But there are many people who sympathise with him that Dolly had cheated on him. He also has more friends who are willing to reconcile with him. Luke seems to be working positively to find his own happiness. And after a while, things settled down with Dolly. I am now blessed with a new life in my belly. And I hope that the happy days will continue on. Hey Mia, you still at work?
No, just finished right now. I was just about to leave. What's going on, big sis?
I see, that's good. Well, how's it going with your boyfriend?
The same old.
Oh, but there's something I have to tell you. What's going on? Thinking about breaking up or something?
Not at all. He asked me to marry him yesterday, and we're engaged.
What? Are you serious? Wanting to marry you, Mia? I guess there's some weird people out there.
Leah, you can't even congratulate me? Unbelievable.
Anyways, what's your fiancé's name? What's he like? What does he do for a living?
His name is Robert. He does freelance work from home.
Freelancing? That's so cool. He could have dated someone better than you, Mia. Poor guy.
Are you trying to say that I'm not good enough? Are you trying to piss me off?
You're getting married, right? With this Robert. You better invite me to the wedding.
Well, I'll send over an invitation. Come if you feel like celebrating.
Of course I'll celebrate. It's my little sister's wedding, obviously. But it is a mystery how a goody two-shoes like you get married before me.
You have always looked down on me. Cut it out.
Oh, did I upset you? You're the little sister. Doesn't it make more sense that I, as the big sister, get priority? Also, I'm prettier and have a more attractive body than you.
Wow! It really hasn't changed, this personality of yours.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be sending over the wedding invitation. Do what you have to do.
Alrighty.
Well then, bye.
Mia.
What, Robert?
I can't finish packing.
What? What have you been doing?
I was invited to go out with my friends.
Come on, that's not fair to the moving company. You have to learn to prioritise. What are you going to do?
Who cares?
You can still go out after you've done your packing.
What's wrong with having some fun while I'm still single?
Robert, can you give me a break? Didn't you cancel a meeting with the wedding planner because you had plans to hang out with your friends? Marriage, moving in, our wedding, and now packing. Can you take it more seriously?
Ugh, you're so annoying. Stop nagging me. Let me enjoy the little time I have left of my single life. Let me do what I want to do on my own time.
Why are you getting mad at me? Whatever. We have to finish packing, so let's stop fighting. I'll head over right now to help.
Yeah, just come over and help. By the way, who are you going to ask for the speech at the wedding?
I'm having trouble deciding, but I think I'm going to ask a friend from work.
Someone from the office?
Yes.
How about your older sister?
What? Why my sister? Robert, you haven't even met her.
Actually, your sister contacted me.
What?
She got my contact information from your parents.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. That's out of nowhere.
There's no reason for you to apologise. Well, it was a surprise at first, but it's no big deal.
Thank you. Well, what did she say?
She was really happy about you getting married. That she's always given you a hard time and wants me to take good care of you.
I see.
She seems like a good sister.
If you say so.
So, why don't you ask her to give the speech? It's better than a co-worker from the office, don't you think?
I guess. I mean, it is the first time you have suggested anything about the wedding. I think I'll ask her.
See, I am taking it seriously.
I'm glad to hear that.
So, let's ask your sister.
Okay, I'll do that.
Mia, it's finally your wedding tomorrow. Nervous?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous that my life might change completely, but I'm excited for the wedding.
If I was having a wedding, it'd be at a resort or a cute chapel. Have the wedding with just the two of us and take a bunch of pictures. I mean, I want to show it off to everyone on social media.
Well, that sounds like you.
You're already living with Robert, right?
I've been living with him since the engagement.
And you're making Robert do chores around the house?
Why do you ask?
I know you both work, but I think you should do all the housework. I'm just telling you this out of concern because Robert said that the housework is taking a toll on his work.
Thanks for the warning, but it's something we decided together, so I think we'll be okay.
Well, make sure he doesn't get tired of you. I mean, since he agreed to marry someone like you.
All right, all right. Well, I'm turning in. I have to go to bed early. It's the wedding tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Bye. I'm sorry, Mia.
What's going on?
I can't make it to your wedding.
What? Why?
The truth is, Robert and I are eloping, and we've decided to get married at a resort. I'm so sorry.
What? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Thank you, big sis.
Huh?
Seriously, thank you. I'm so glad. This is like a dream. But how did you get the money to have a wedding?
Wait. Why are you so happy? Oh, I get it. You're so jealous that you lost your mind. No, not at all. I'm genuinely happy because I knew you guys were having an affair. What? What do you mean?
The moment I knew you and Robert were having an affair, I thought of confronting Robert. But I thought if the affair went on, I could break off the engagement. So I pretended not to know.
What? What? Why would you do something like that?
Robert is selfish and he's all about himself. He barely did anything when we moved in and left everything to me while he went out having fun. And not a single thank you. Even the housework after we agreed to share the chores. He refused to do them since day one. And when I told him to do them, he got mad at me and I ended up doing all the chores. It's just amazing how selfish he is. I wanted to break up with him earlier, but I couldn't because I knew he'd refuse. So, you really saved me. Thank you, Leah.
Whatever. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? I think it's very important.
I mean, that seems pretty insignificant. If it were me, I'd do all the chores. I mean, isn't that what a housewife does?
Housewife? That's not gonna happen.
Huh? Why not?
Did Robert say you could be a housewife?
Well, we haven't discussed it yet.
I'll give you a heads up. Robert won't let you be a housewife.
What?
Well, he asked me to pay $2,000 a month for living expenses. What? Also, since Robert is a freelancer, his monthly income is unstable and he pulls in about $1,000 a month, $1,800 at most. And to top it off, he still has student loans and debts to pay off.
Wait a minute. Debts? I haven't heard about any of this.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you know what's left over on a good month is about $800. He even refused to spare the expense to pay the cost of living and instead spent it on going out and buying things for himself, saying it's his allowance. Do you think someone like that would allow you to become a housewife? Do you think you could live on with that? I only learnt about Robert's spending habit after we started living together. But the only thing that's in our joint bank account that we made for living expenses is my money. Rent, living expenses, all the bills were all coming out of that account. I personally couldn't stand living my life like that.
That's a lie. He was always the one paying for our dates. The restaurant bill, the taxi, everything. He said that it was money that he earned. He spent a lot of money on me.
That's probably a lie.
How can you say that?
I'm guessing he probably lied because he was bitter about being thought of as a broke guy.
What?
Or he was using his leftover money to pay for the dates. I mean, he was secretly using my savings to pay for the times he was short.
What the?
Seems like he moved on from naggy me to my obedient big sister. But you know, you do make more money than me. So I'm guessing you could take care of him. Good luck.
Wait, so he's after my money? I had no idea he was broke. Why didn't you say anything? And really, why did you decide to marry a guy like that?
Robert's parents begged me.
His parents?
Yes, have you met them?
No, I haven't.
Robert's parents. They still work part-time to make a living.
Part-time work?
But it's not enough for them. So they thought that if I married their son, he would send money to them. They came pleading. Their plan was to come live with us and make me take care of everything from living expenses to the chores.
What the hell?
When I found out he was cheating, I was going to break up with him. But his parents said that they wanted a chance before the wedding. Obviously, I wanted to turn it down.
Chance? A chance for what?
If Robert chose his mistress, they would pay for everything, a cancellation fee for the wedding venue and compensation for the broken marriage.
Huh?
But Leia, you've always looked down on me, right?
So what?
So I knew that you would definitely try to get in the way of our marriage. That's why I agreed to hold out until the wedding. It seems like Robert's parents believed him though. But the reality is that he chose you. So, as promised, I need them to pay for the cancellation and the compensation.
What is going on?
Oh, and there's more. I'm going to charge you for compensation as well.
What? What are you saying?
Isn't it obvious? You stole my fiancé.
No, I only stole him because I didn't like that my little sister was getting married before me.
But that's not what big sisters do, right? If you really consider me as family, let's go to the lawyer's office right now.
But you did too, tricking your own sister.
Trick?
You made me get a defective product. Wow, a defective product. I'm going to return this debtor.
No thanks. No need to return him. I'll still be requesting that compensation, just so you know.
Wait a minute, Mia.
Well, best of luck.
Mia, hold on. Mia. Mia. Mia.
Oh, Robert, what's up?
Mia, I was so wrong.
Ah, that's new. You are capable of apologising.
This is no time to joke.
What's the matter?
I told you before, remember? About my parents?
Yes, I remember.
With their old age, it's hard for the two of them to live off a part-time salary. So let's have the wedding like we planned. Then me, you, my parents, the four of us can live together. I love you so much.
Oh, I see.
Yes, so let's start over, the two of us.
Absolutely not.
Huh?
Definitely not. I never want to get involved with you again.
Wait. What? But hey, a broken engagement doesn't look good for either of us. Think about all the invited guests. There's people from your office.
Huh? Invited guests? There aren't any.
What? None?
No one showed up.
What? What do you mean?
What I mean is, no guests were invited, and the food for the wedding wasn't even arranged. I thought that this would happen, so I told the guests the situation beforehand and told them not to come.
What? How? To everyone?
Of course, everyone. Apologies, I had to explain the situation about you and my sister.
Hold on. There was a possibility I would have showed up to the wedding.
There wasn't.
Huh?
So, let me ask you, do you know where the wedding venue is?
That's at...
See, and really, the only time you came to a wedding planning meeting was that one time for your tuxedo fitting. Plus, the store you got the fitting from was different from the wedding venue. Knowing you and my sister, I definitely knew you wouldn't show up to the wedding. See, my prediction was spot on, right?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll never cheat on you again. I'll do the chores around the house. I'll even contribute to our living expenses. Please, forgive me. Please.
Too little, too late.
What?
If you could do that, don't you think you would have done it before? I want to enjoy my single life. Was it? I wish you had spent the time and money on the two of us for our future. I thought I was understanding about your job situation. But every time, you'd recklessly spend money saying it's a treat for yourself, leaving nothing for me. I can't trust someone like that to say anything now. I can't trust you anymore. I've been wanting to break up with you. We're breaking off our engagement, and I will be charging you for compensation and the cancellation fee for the wedding.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh, and one more thing. The money that I saved up during my single days that you were secretly spending, I will for sure be charging you for that.
What? That's impossible. I don't have the money for that. My parents are broke with debt. I have nobody to rely on. You gotta understand, Mia.
But you have a new ATM now in the form of my sister.
She dumped me earlier.
Oh, what a shame.
Please, Mia, let's get back together.
I told you, no. Why don't you just find someone new to take care of you?
At the very least, please pay for the cancellation of the wedding.
Huh?
And please don't come after me for compensation.
What are you saying?
Didn't you love me?
I don't love you anymore.
No, don't say that.
Enough. Aren't you the one that chose to do all of this? I'll make sure you take responsibility.
Please, forgive me. I will change. So please think about starting over.
No matter how many times you say it, I'll never get back together with you or forgive you. But I will collect the compensation and the cancellation fee. If you're broke, go out and work.
Mia.
All right. Please discuss everything else with my lawyer. Goodbye. Don't ever call again. I never had to see him again, and I successfully called off the engagement through my lawyer. I made him promise to pay back my money and compensation over a period of time. When I told Leah to pay the compensation all at once, she went crying to our parents. But she was disowned on the basis that my parents didn't need a daughter that would steal their sister's fiancé. She had no choice but to borrow money to pay me. As for Robert, Among the guests that I told about his affair, there was an important client that used to offer him jobs. The rumours of his affair before the wedding led to a loss of trust, and he barely gets jobs now. I heard that the three of them, him and his parents, are barely getting by with part-time work. Hey sis, how are you? I have something to tell you. My boyfriend and I have set a date for our wedding. I'll send you an invitation, so be there.
Why me? There's no way I'll go.
Don't be so cold again. You've been mean since we were little.
That's my line. I won't forgive you for what you've done to me.
Wait, what? Are you still angry? There was nothing we could do. He didn't choose you, but me. Don't blame me for not getting chosen.
I can't believe you say that. You always wanted everything I had, and this time you stole my fiancé. Do you know, you must not steal something that belongs to someone else.
Here we go again. A lecture by the good sister. I'll make my wedding as gorgeous as possible. I'll invite a lot of my friends and relatives and make it much more gorgeous than yours.
As I said, I won't go. So don't bother to send me an invitation. Who in the world would give their blessing to someone who took their fiancé away from them? Let me say it again. I will never forgive you.
You're so funny. As I told you, he's the one who chose me. I wanted to marry a man who is good-looking and rich. He is a doctor, so he meets requirements. And you know what? It's your fault for trying to get married before me. I couldn't believe you did that to your little sister.
That's your true intention? You are such a...
What? Don't be bossy. Because you're inferior to me in every way. You two weren't a good match. Did you really think you could marry him? No way. You might have loved him so much, but he didn't. And yet, you got all excited, misunderstood his true feelings, and got dumped. I feel sorry for you.
Did you finish saying everything you wanted to say? If so, don't call me again. Also, I don't need an invitation letter.
You're pretending to be tough. I'm sending you the invitation. We'll make it a great ceremony, so be sure to attend.
Are you coming to the wedding?
What? All of a sudden?
Don't you remember that I asked you not to contact me again? It doesn't matter to me. Before that, I'm asking you if you're coming to the wedding or not.
There's no way I'll attend.
How can you say that after messing with my sister? And while you were engaged to me? I can't believe you hit on your fiancé's sister. I despise you from the bottom of my heart. It couldn't be helped because Julia was more attractive than you. To tell you the truth, I was more attracted to Julia, who is younger and prettier than you. I'm sorry, but you have to follow what your heart tells you. I know that you can't put me out of your mind, but I'm sorry, you'll have to get over me. I'm Julia's man now. This is really disgusting. Honestly, I don't feel anything about you. Can you please stop making weird mistakes? You're pretending to be strong again. You're reluctant to attend our wedding because you don't want to see me with another woman, aren't you? Besides, no one knows that we were dating, right? We didn't even tell our parents. So your attendance rounds off everything nicely. Why? You can just ignore me just like you always did and have the wedding? That's no good. We want to make our wedding perfect. If the bride's sister doesn't come, everyone would think something is going on, won't they? I know it's tough for you, but I want you to put up with this for us. I don't want to. Anyway, I won't be there for your wedding. I also don't need an invitation letter. Don't you love your sister? Because you're such a cold-hearted person, you can't get married? And you're not saying anything to people around us, are you? Again, we want this wedding to be a success. Don't get in our way by saying things you shouldn't to other people. What do you mean, things I shouldn't say? Please, don't contact me again. Whatever you say, I won't attend your wedding. That's enough. Do you know what you're saying? I'm the next director of the clinic which you're working for. The director is asking you to attend. You know what you'll deserve if you won't attend, don't you? Then just come to the wedding. I'm sorry to bother you. Dr. Anne, I heard you're leaving your job at this clinic. Is it true? Dr. John, I'm sorry for not telling you. It is true. What? So the rumour was true. It's very sudden. What happened? I'm sorry for surprising you. It's not a big deal, but I'm leaving for various reasons. It hurts to lose a doctor like you who is so trusted by both patients and colleagues. Trying to find a replacement will be hard. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. I'll leave after using up my paid leave. Have you already found your next workplace? Actually, not yet. Things have been a little bit hectic. I see. I apologise to you all for causing trouble, but I don't want to work at the clinic anymore. I want to leave as soon as possible. You're always so responsible. I can't believe you would say that. We were saying that there must have been something serious. Well, I'm sorry for making you worry. No, this isn't something you should be sorry for. And I have one suggestion for you. Do you mind if I introduce you to the next workplace? What? Actually, my friend has known your excellence for a long time and has been trying to recruit you. What do you think? I'm hesitant to say this out loud, but you'll be treated and paid much better than this clinic. Really? I didn't expect this. Am I good enough to accept the offer? Are you kidding me? You're a wonderful doctor. My friend has been waiting for an opportunity to recruit you. If you don't have other choices yet, please take time to consider. Thank you so much. That really helps me. If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. Then I'll give you the details about the clinic later on. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting to hear the details. Hey sis, how are you? Did you get the invitation letter? Did you see it? You were surprised by its gorgeousness, weren't you? I asked a famous designer of my acquaintance to design it for us. What do you think about it? Don't you think it's great? I told you that you didn't have to send it to me. Didn't you hear what I said? Oh, it seems you received one. Then why didn't you tell me you got it? I don't need it. Anyway, listen to me. Our wedding will be such a great one. The dress is so gorgeous. I've ordered a custom-made dress from a famous designer. I'm young and pretty, right? So I looked good in every dress, and it took time to decide. Also, the venue is a luxury hotel where a lot of celebrities also held their weddings. I'll make our wedding so gorgeous, even the celebrities will be amazed. I invited a lot of people, so please come wearing appropriate clothes as a gorgeous bride's sister. I'm not going. How many times do I have to tell you? Why do you insist? Without you, our wedding won't be perfect. What do you mean? Without me, you should hold a wedding as you want. Why do you want me to be there? Oh, sis, you don't understand how your sister feels at all. Well, I love watching you feel mortified. Since we were little, I felt good seeing you cry by having everything stolen by me. This time, you got your fiancé stolen. Attending his gorgeous wedding might make you feel really bitter, so I'm very excited about it. Julia, you're such a... Well, but maybe you can't take it, because it's really embarrassing. Okay, if that's what you say, I'll attend. With my husband. What? Husband? Yes, with my husband. He's your relative, so there's no problem, right? I'll be there laughing and looking at you two with pity. What are you talking about? After getting your fiancé stolen, have you lost your mind? You've been single. I didn't tell you, but I got engaged recently. So please, prepare one more seat at the wedding. That's a lie. No, it's not. I didn't hear anything about that. Because I didn't tell you. Because you're like that. I asked our parents not to tell you. If you think it's a lie, ask them.
That's just revenge for being dumped by your fiancé. You married a random guy, didn't you?
No, there was a man who had secretly admired me for a long time. He told me how he felt towards me when I was heartbroken, and I'm with him now.
Oh, really? It's okay, because no one is better than Roy. You're just a bad loser.
That's not true. Actually, my husband is also a doctor, just like your fiancé, and the director of a clinic.
That's a lie, just your imagination.
It's not a lie. Anyway, please prepare an extra seat right next to me. I'm looking forward to it so much. Hey, you betrayed me. What? Contacting me all of a sudden? And what are you making a fuss for? Don't play dumb. You left the clinic, didn't you? Oh, did you find out today? You betrayer. We're having a lot of problems because of you. What do you mean? Not only you, but also many people have left. And we're short-handed. And all of them were very capable. We can't run the clinic under this condition. We'll be suffering from a slump in business. This is no time for a wedding. Oh my. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't play dumb. Everyone who left the clinic said, I was invited by someone to change jobs at a certain beauty clinic. You're responsible for this, aren't you? You're such a pitiful person. Don't cry to the person who left and try to manage by yourself. Stop acting big. Everything is happening because you've suggested everyone leave the clinic, isn't it? Stop doing this in revenge for being dumped. And don't leave the clinic. You can still change your mind. Come back to our clinic. It might be awkward for you to see my face at work, but I'll give everyone an extra pay if you decide now. So come back with everyone who left. Are you serious? And I think you're misunderstanding. The reason I left your clinic is not because it was awkward to work with you. It was because I got married. Didn't Julia tell you? I got married. So don't contact me like this again, so casually. You left because you're married? Yes, that's right. And I may take this opportunity to tell you this. There is no benefit for me to work at your clinic. The clinic where I'm working now provides very good salary that's impossible for you to pay and very good treatment. No way, you're lying. Which clinic is it? Tell me. You know Dr. John, don't you? He is a doctor who was working at your clinic. His parents own a beauty clinic and he recently became the director of the clinic. And now I'm the wife of a clinic director. What? The wife of a clinic director? After we broke up, I started dating Dr. John and we got married. It seemed that John has liked me for a long time. When I told him that I was leaving the clinic, he worried about me a lot. And when I told him about what you and Julia did to me, he declared his love, saying, would you go out with me with marriage in mind? He cares about me more than you did. Oh no, that can't be true. It's true, And when the other staff got to know the story, they told everyone that Dr. Anne will transfer to a clinic that treats her better. So I explained honestly. Then everyone got interested in John's clinic, and they also transferred. I knew that you were responsible. How could it be? This was what your clinic has brought upon itself. I tell you from a former employee's perspective, your clinic has low pay and poor treatment. It's made everyone tense and the atmosphere was terrible. No one wanted to work at such a place, right? That doesn't mean it's fair to do it this way. Do you think it's ethical? You're talking to me about ethics? But how about you? A person who had cheated on his fiancée with her sister can tell me about ethics? You need to rethink your behaviour first. Everyone left your clinic because, instead of improving the workplace as the next director, you were just sitting on your title. You're the one who is responsible for everything. Don't act arrogant. Anyway, thank you. What? Because I broke up with you, I can be with a great husband now. What? So don't contact me again. Missed call. Hey, pick up the phone. We haven't finished talking yet. Anne, answer me.
Hey sis, I didn't know this. Our wedding has been ruined.
Oh, what happened? You told me that you were going to have a gorgeous wedding, right?
What? You made this happen. Why do I have to make our wedding less gorgeous because Roy's clinic is under a slump in business? All of my dresses are cancelled and the venue is very small. Why do I have to give up everything?
Is it because you're the wife of the next director?
Don't talk to me like that. Why do you live in a high-rise condo?
Oh, you knew.
I saw you entering a high-rise condo a couple of days ago. Why only you? That's unfair. Give me Dr. John. I'm prettier than you, so he'll like me more than you. I'll give Roy back to you.
Are you trying to steal John this time? Unfortunately, that's impossible. He loves me from the bottom of his heart. And however pretty the appearance is, it can't be helped if the person has an impure heart like you.
What did you say? You're too cocky to be my sister.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to your wedding.
Missed call. Hey, pick up the phone. Missed call. Hey, sis.
In the end, the wedding was held in a very simple manner. Julia was not happy about the whole thing, and the atmosphere of the ceremony was terrible. My ex-fiancé succeeded the hospital from his father, but it seems he is suffering from a deficit operation. Because of that, Julia can't live the gorgeous life that she'd expected, and she's complaining, saying, "This isn't something I imagined." Julia has spent money buying all kinds of brands due to the daily stress. But Roy found out about it, and they're now talking about divorce, even though it's right after their marriage. She sometimes complains to me that she has to pay a large amount of money, including the debt, if they got divorced. But that has nothing to do with me.
Hey, Anne. It's been a while, huh? Are you doing well? By the way, do you remember me? Emily? Oh, it's Emily. Really? Come on, don't be so surprised. It's really you, Emily. I mean, it's been 5 years since we last saw each other. Where have you been all this time? Where are you now? Anne, you're talking like you're meeting a long-lost sister again. But that's how it feels, right? I mean, you haven't contacted me at all in the past 5 years. It's only natural to feel this way. It's only been 5 years without contact. It's not that big of a deal. That's how worried I was. So, where are you? And what have you been doing now? Oh, no need to worry. You're still as kind-hearted as ever, my older sister. Hey, where are you really? And what have you been doing? Oh, there's nothing to worry about. I've been living a normal life. Normal, huh? Then why haven't you contacted me all this time? Were you making a decent living? I'm telling you, I had a normal life, all right? I don't understand what you mean by normal. What about your job? Where do you live? Well, who knows? Don't worry, I'm living decently, just like everyone else. Hey, we're talking about you, right? Answer properly. I am answering properly. Everything is normal, normal. I live just like normal people. It seems like you don't have any intention of answering properly. I'm answering properly. And you should answer my questions properly too. Hey, are you doing well? I'm doing well, thank you. By the way, since you contacted me, does that mean you have a plan to repay your debts? Debts? And are you mistaking me for someone else? No. I'm talking about you, Emily. Huh? Even if you say that, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't try to evade the question. I won't forgive you if you're not taking this seriously. What's with you, Anne? Suddenly getting scared like that? If you can't remember, shall I remind you? You know, what you did to me 5 years ago. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Fine, then I'll remind you. 5 years ago, you eloped with my then-boyfriend, William, and even took my money deceitfully. I was foolish enough to believe you, saying you were in an accident and were in trouble. Debts refer to that money. I don't care about William anymore. I just want my money back. Oh, so that's what it's about. What? William was such a boring guy, right? Was he your type? Even though he has a girlfriend, he'd come running if you just gave him a little attention. He's so shallow, isn't he? But sorry, after that, we broke up after a little while. I'm sorry. I thought I already told you that I don't care about William anymore. Oh, right. I thought you might still have feelings for him since it seems like you didn't get a chance to say goodbye properly. I don't care about that anymore. It doesn't matter who you date or marry, I couldn't care less. But you see, the money you ran off with, that's not going to fly. I don't have any money left, you know? I spent it all a long time ago. Clearly, I don't have any money to repay now. You tricked me into taking such a large sum of money and you can't even repay it? Can you explain that to me properly? Huh? You should know well about my reckless spending, Anne. You used to give me pocket money when I was little because I ran out. It's completely different now compared to then. Even if you say that, I don't have nothing, you know. Are you still spending money on your favorite guy? No, I've completely stopped. After breaking up with William, I used the money you gave me to celebrate my favorite guy's birthday. He's such a hottie, and I went out of my way to celebrate his birthday, but he had the nerve to say things like, "You're not giving me enough money." Can you believe it? No wonder I got furious. And then the manager came over and said, "Please stop causing a scene in the store or we'll have to ban you." Acting all high and mighty, I confronted him about how much I'd been supporting him, and it turned into a commotion. Are you still doing such things? I'm so disgusted. I can't even say anything. Huh? Even you're saying that, Anne? Clearly he's the one at fault. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. So, how are you making a living right now? Do you have a job? Well, actually, no. What do you mean? Do you want to know? Oh, come on, just tell me already. Jeez, you're such a buzzkill, Anne. Fine, if you insist, I'll tell you. You know what? I had a fateful encounter. Huh? A fateful encounter? Yes, that's right. He's just perfect in looks and personality, exactly as I imagined. We started living together right after we met. Hold on a second. You mean you've been living together for 5 years already? Yep, that's right. And now guess what? I'm pregnant with this baby. What? I never saw that coming. I couldn't have imagined it would go this far. Well, here's the thing. Now that we're having a baby, we were planning to get married. But he just lost his job, and now we can't get married. We're also struggling with money. Wait a minute. What's that? He's unemployed? Yeah, he is. Is there a problem with that? Well, there's definitely a lot of problems with that. I mean, someone who's about to become a parent being unemployed? I thought your fateful encounter would be someone more stable. And he lost his job? Wait, is this some kind of joke? Anne, isn't that too rude? He's unemployed now, but he's actively looking for a new job. He was pushed to quit by his manager who kept finding fault with him. Are you okay with that? I think he's just incompetent and got fired. What? I told you not to say rude things, didn't I? He's my destiny, you know? Well, that's the thing. Being destiny or not is besides the point. He's doing his best now, so don't just say whatever you want. By the way, Anne, I have a favor to ask you. I have a bad feeling about this, but I'll listen anyways. You see, our household finances are really tight right now. My boyfriend hasn't found a job yet, and we're in serious financial trouble. So? Don't tell me you're asking for money again. Well, I could ask you, but I know you won't lend me any money. Of course I won't. It's obvious. So, I was hoping you could help me go back to our parents' house. Why me? Ask them yourself. Oh, please, Anne. If things continue to go like this, I won't have enough money to give birth to the baby or raise it. So if you're really struggling that much, tell our parents properly yourself. Why should I? How am I supposed to talk to Dad and Mom now? It's going to be so awkward. They'll definitely be mad. Well, that's understandable. That's why I'm asking you, Anne. Can you please persuade them for me? I can't survive with my baby like this. Wait a moment. Hold on. Did you really forget what you did to me 5 years ago? You stole my money and my boyfriend and ran away, remember? And now you're coming to me for help? It's really annoying. Anne, your only sister is in such a difficult situation. Even if you say that, you deceived me in the past. Oh, but this time it's true. I'm really in trouble. You're the only one I can rely on, Anne. Give me some time to think. I'll let you know once I've made a decision. Oh, absolutely. Please call me. I trust you, Anne.
Hello, sister-in-law. Have you talked to your parents yet? The day to remove Emily's apartment is approaching. What are your parents saying about it?
Who are you? What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. Don't play dumb. Emily asked you, right? Convincing your parents? Haven't you done it yet?
I'm sorry, but who are you? It's rude to contact me out of the blue without introducing yourself.
Oh, it's me. I'm Peter, Emily's fiancé.
You're Emily's fiance?
Yes, that's right. But more importantly, did you talk to them? Emily's worried too. We won't be able to live in the apartment soon, and she's crying every day. Can't you let go of Emily's past theft incident? Don't be stubborn about it. She's pregnant now, you know? Isn't it sad to see your only younger sister in this situation?
Is that all you have to say after contacting me for the first time?
What do you mean?
I'm saying there must be other things you need to say.
Wait, was there anything else? We've been waiting patiently because you said you would talk to your parents and convince them. But since we haven't heard back from you at all, I had to contact you like this. Besides, she's carrying a baby, you know? Emily cries every day holding her belly.
That's a completely different issue, isn't it? Contacting me out of the blue without introducing yourself or even giving proper greetings to your fiance's family. Isn't the story of Emily being pregnant a completely different matter? It's just too rude, and it makes me question your common sense. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you.
Oh, I see. You're just like Emily described.
What? What do you mean?
So you're her only sister, right? Then instead of trying to make some common sense argument, why don't you try being nicer? She's not a criminal. She's your one and only sister, right? In a family, it's important to forgive each other at times.
Don't talk to me like you know it all. You're being so arrogant. Let me tell you, no matter what you say, your actions don't follow through, so you have no credibility. And another thing, you keep talking about her being my only sister and how family should be, but I don't think of her as my sister anymore. She's caused me a lot of trouble in the past. It's not just about the money she took from me. She's also sold my clothes and accessories without permission and begged me multiple times for money because she spent it on men. I've lost count of how many times she's caused me trouble. I have no intention of taking care of her anymore.
But that's all in the past, right? Can't we just let bygones be bygones? After all, she's your cute little sister, isn't she?
You have no right to say that to me. You keep saying this is about the past, but she's never been held accountable for all the trouble she's caused me. She always dodges when confronted, just like this time. She suddenly calls me, but refuses to face her own past and just laughs it off. That's who she is. At this point, no matter what you say, I will never forgive her.
Wait a moment. Emily has stopped playing around. She's reflected and changed. Can't you acknowledge that?
I can't believe for a second that she's changed.
What a cold-hearted sister you are. Poor Emily. She's deeply reflected and changed, but you won't acknowledge it. Besides, you've always been like that, so doesn't that make Emily even more repulsed because you won't accept her?
And why should I be blamed by you? You know, even within a family, there are things that cannot be forgiven. She crossed that line. It's useless to say anything anymore.
You say she sold your things, took your money, treating your sister like a thief even though you're family. In the end, it's all about money, isn't it? You talk so convincingly and call yourself a sensible person, but you're just obsessed with money.
Calling the victim a money grubber? I don't think that's a humane way of thinking. Are you missing something important, just like my sister? You are indeed her destined partner.
What? Are you making fun of us?
If you really feel sorry for my sister, why don't you tell her? If you want forgiveness so badly, start with an apology and repayment. And while you're at it, please come back after fixing your disrespectful attitude.
I'm trying to be modest here, but you're so cocky. If you work for a big company, why don't you just shut up and give the money? You have plenty of salary and savings.
You know, it really has nothing to do with you that I work for a big company and have a high salary and savings. Can you really be happy with my sister with such a dependent mindset?
It's not our fault. We're both unemployed and struggling, and we can't get married because financially well-off people like you won't help us. It's your fault that we can't be happy.
How can I make you understand that it's not going to work with that mindset? You're going to be a parent soon, right? So work hard to support your own family.
I hate people like you who won't help those in need when they're asking for your help.
Even after I've told you this much, you still rely on others. I can only imagine what my sister's married life must be like. I also hate people with dependent and helpless attitudes like you.
Enough! We'll convince your parents ourselves.
Please, do as you wish, if you can. That my sister would choose a man like you who's just a bundle of selfishness. She likes the wrong kind of man.
Hey listen, Anne! I'm going to start living at our parents' house from today.
What? What are you saying? Did our parents approve? Did they really accept your engagement and marriage? Are you kidding me?
Huh? Don't you think we don't need our parents' approval anymore?
Huh? What do you mean by that? Did you not tell our parents anything? Did you do it without permission? Explain it clearly. I don't understand.
You're making us look bad. We did go and talk with our parents about getting married, you know, but they got angry. They said there's no way we'll forgive such a selfish argument like yours. Get out right now. Isn't that terrible? In addition, they even said they would never acknowledge our marriage no matter what. It's not normal to say something like that to someone pregnant, don't you think?
Well, it's obvious. Anyone would say the same thing normally. It's you and your fiancé who are out of touch with common sense. But our parents are against your marriage, right? Then, how come you ended up living there?
I came up with a brilliant idea. If talking doesn't work, then we should just create facts.
You guys wouldn't!
That's right. While our parents are away, we snuck into the house and decided to squat there.
Do you realize that's a crime?
Why is that a crime? I used to live here too, and I'm their daughter, so I have the right to live here, right? My room is still there. It's no problem at all.
It's a big problem. How did you manage to sneak in? Wasn't the door locked?
Oh, didn't you know? Dad used to hide the key under the plant pot when they went out. I always used that key to sneak in when I was out partying back in the day. I didn't think he'd still do that, but I gave it a try, and there it was, under the pot.
What are you planning to do when they come back and find out? Do you think you can sneak in and live with them when they say they'll never approve?
Well, I'll think about it depending on the situation. If I'm about to be kicked out, I'll use my baby as an excuse. I mean, it's impossible to suddenly leave when I'm already living here, right? No matter how angry they are, I have their cute grandchild in my belly, you know? They won't forcefully kick me out, right?
You're joking, right? Using the baby as an excuse is unacceptable.
But it's true. I came up with the best plan ever. Peter even praised it as a great idea, so I put it into action right away.
Seriously, I'm speechless and disgusted. And you're calling it the best?
What? It's going well.
Listen, Emily, I'll give you a warning. What you're doing is a crime. Trespassing, a serious offense. Do yourself a favor and just leave right now. If you leave before they find out, you might still get away with it.
Oh, Anne, you're so over the top. Trespassing? A crime? I just came back to my parents' house, that's all. Oh, how ridiculous. It makes me laugh. Peter's also rolling on the floor laughing.
Ugh, such a vulgar laughter. It makes my skin crawl.
What did you say?
You better not make Mom too mad.
Huh? Mom? Why Mom? Hey, why? I don't understand. Hey, what's going on with this? I didn't agree to this. This is awful. Why did it turn out like this?
What's with the fuss?
But
I can imagine, but calm down and explain, please.
After talking to you, Mom and Dad came back. As soon as they saw our faces, they got really mad and started saying horrible things like, "Get out of here right now!" So we argued back, saying, "Why do we have to leave? This is my home. We're not leaving." But, well, up to this point, we expected it. I knew I would definitely get scolded, but I thought if I remained assertive, they would back down first. So I thought we could continue living there. But both Dad and Mom are being persistent. No matter how much we tell them that I'm pregnant, they don't care and say horrible things. They're not showing sympathy at all.
Exactly. That's what I said.
But still, this baby is their grandchild, right? It would be nice to live together. Even if I say that, all they do is get angry. They were angry about me suddenly showing up pregnant, and then Peter got angry too and pushed Dad, saying, "Why are you so unreasonable?" I tried to stop him because I knew it was bad, but I was too late. And then Mom, she suddenly slapped Peter's face hard, and Peter fell to the floor.
I knew it would happen. That's why I said it. Don't make her mad.
I don't get it. What's up with Mom's behavior? She was never like that. What on earth has happened?
Actually, they both seriously started working on anti-aging recently and started going to the gym together. They just love it.
Huh? The gym?
Yeah, and Mom got really into it. Dad just does light exercises, but Mom is into boxing.
Boxing?
Peter, is his nose okay? Is it broken? Well, I don't think she takes the kind of serious training that a professional would, so her combat skills may not be that high. But I believe she has enough ability to take down weak men around here. After all, Mom used to slap us without hesitation if we did something wrong. She's not the type to hesitate to fight an intruder who breaks into the house suddenly, right? Did you forget?
I didn't know about that. And I never would have dreamed that Mom would be boxing. And you could have told me.
I think 5 years ago she used to slap you crying because of your reckless spending.
But still, Peter was left dumbfounded and useless after being beaten, and you know what Mom said to us? "Get out of this house right now. If you have any complaints, come at me any time." That's not something you say to your daughter. I'm so scared. I didn't even have time to pack my things. I just ran away.
Your fiancé is quite pathetic, too. Hit by mom and crying like that? He used to talk so big. So, where are you now after running out of the house?
I'm hiding in the nearby park. Hey, Anne, do something. Mom is misunderstanding something. Please talk to Mom, Anne.
Even if you say that, didn't I tell you? Apologizing and repaying for what you've done so far should come first.
I don't even have enough money to live on, so how do you expect me to pay you back?
Even if you get angry and throw a tantrum, it won't change anything. Instead of staggering around, why don't you both start working seriously? If you don't even have a job and plan to live on other people's money, you're in for a rude awakening.
Don't say things that push me away like that.
I've been telling you this from the beginning, right? You're going to become a parent too, so stop relying on others and start living on your own.
Wait, Anne! I really don't have anyone else to rely on. Please don't abandon me.
Fine then. Shall I at least give you some wedding gift money?
Really? You'll give it to me, Anne? Well, in that case, I need about 500,000 yen as a start.
I thought so. But come to think of it, you still haven't repaid the money you swindled from me. So, let's consider it offsetting with the wedding gift money.
What? That's not fair! You liar, Anne! How heartless of you!
Right back at you. Well then, this is the final goodbye. There's no point in contacting you anymore. I'm going to reject you from now on.
Wait, Anne! Don't hang up! Wait, I'm telling you! Anne!
My sister ended up breaking up with Peter, whom she had called her destiny. Moreover, it was Peter who brought up the topic of breaking up. Ever since the incident with our mother, Peter, who was afraid of her, said he couldn't be with someone who had such a violent mother and disappeared after breaking up. My sister tried to persuade Peter that she could get compensation because he was suddenly punched without resistance, but it didn't work. He must have been shocked by being hit by our mother. My sister clung to Peter until the end, asking him what would happen to their unborn child, but Peter continued to be vague, and in the end, he left without paying child support or acknowledging the child. Now, why do I know this story? Well, it's because Peter himself contacted me. When I asked him what he was going to do with my sister, he said he wanted to start his life over from scratch, and that both my sister and the unborn child were in the way. I was speechless when he asked for my support. He asked for a small loan of money to help him become self-supporting. Unbelievable, right? What a messed up guy. I yelled at him, "How dare you, the man who abandoned my sister," and rejected him. So I don't know what happened to both of them after that. My sister, who was left by her supposed soulmate, became a single mother, but who knows how it will turn out.
Hey, Charlotte. Hey, you are very late. Were you working overtime? I have a surprise for you today. Surprise? I wonder what it is. I just married Jean. Married to Jean. Well, Jean is a common name. I didn't know about your boyfriend. I think you're not getting it right. The ace of our company's sales department, Jean, who used to be your fiancé. Wait a minute. Jean and you got married? I don't know what you're talking about. Our wedding is in a week. You said you'd be at the wedding too. Oh my God. That's why I rushed to officially get married. I just got back from the town hall. That's why I was so late. Sorry. Angela, explain to me. I don't understand what you're saying. Don't you understand? You are such a fool. I'm saying I took Jean from you. You are the fool? Do you think you can do that? I have invited my family and relatives to my wedding. You don't have to worry about the ceremony. I will attend the ceremony, not as a friend, but as the bride. He never said anything to me. It's hard to tell you, you know, that he's going to marry someone other than his fiancée. And we're in the same company and we know each other. I'll tell you everything on behalf of him. Is there anything else you want to know? I had no idea. Since when did this happen? About a month ago, he said he had something he wanted to talk to me about. Talk about something? About what? It was about you. He wasn't sure about the marriage with you. That's what he says? That's right. We became friends eventually. Jean wants to marry me. More than a plain person like you. That's why we got married today. Even so, you're insane to get married a week before our wedding. We've been preparing a lot. What are you angry about? Think about it. I am giving you a week and I am even telling you all about this. You have no right to complain about me. You should thank me. You're such a... You don't think what you did is terrible at all? Why should I? My plan was... On the day of the wedding, the bride is replaced. While your relatives and friends are watching, you leave miserably. What do you think? Isn't it thrilling? You've seen too many movies. Well, Jean stopped me because he felt sorry for you. He didn't want that to happen in front of his relatives and friends. He wants to be nice with everybody. You and Jean already paid for the ceremony, didn't you? It's a waste, so I'll attend the ceremony for you. You've been talking crazy for a while now. All the attendees on the bride's side will be my relatives and friends. There are a lot of people who don't even know you. Some of the groom's attendees are mutual friends. That's going to look strange. How are you going to explain it? I don't care about that. Jean is fine as it is. Your relatives and friends have to be absent. Just call my relatives and friends instead. There is still a week till the ceremony. If I call them to the ceremony, everyone will come right away. Simple as that. It's not that simple. Yes, it is. Everything will be fine. You can contact your relatives and friends. I can't contact them like that. Cancelling the wedding a week before? Just tell everyone the truth. The groom married a woman prettier than me, so you don't have to come to the ceremony because a new bride is becoming in my place. If you cancel 1 week before, you'll be charged a cancellation fee close to the full amount. Then I'd better take your place. You don't want to waste your money, do you? That's not the problem. You two are just going to embarrass yourselves. It's not just my colleagues and seniors who know the three of us. Even my boss is invited. What will they say? Jean wouldn't like it. Jean agrees with me. When a senior or boss of the company comes, you're the one who will be embarrassed. Huh? Why? It's obvious. A woman whose groom was stolen by a colleague from the same company 1 week before the wedding. As a woman, what could be more embarrassing? That's why I'm kind enough to say I'll show up for you. Don't be selfish. You and Jean are not a good match to begin with. He's the ace of sales, right? This term he was at the top of the standings, far ahead of everyone else. I know. He has money and he is good looking. It's wrong of him to marry you, a plain, unpretty girl. I thought about it long before he asked me for advice. Yes, I get it. I'll contact the bride's attendants. Oh, so you throw in the towel? It's not fun to win so easily, but I kind of feel bad for you. You're happy only now? Huh? What? You're a bad loser. No. I should think I'm lucky not to be married to a man who would marry another woman, even though the wedding preparations are already underway. I knew you were a bad loser. Well, I don't care anymore. Be happy with Jean. Can you come to the wedding as a friend? I'm not. You can do whatever you want. So take care of the ceremony. Oh, you're not coming? Too bad. Don't contact me anymore. I'm sorry for calling you so suddenly. Charlotte, are you with my son? No, I'm not with him right now. What happened? I got a call from my son saying that he is going to marry someone else. But he says the ceremony will go as planned, and I don't know why. That's why I contacted you. Something is wrong, isn't it? I heard about it only an hour ago. I heard that he married a person named Angela from the same company. She will be the bride instead of me. They said the cancellation fee was a waste. What a stupid thing. I can't believe my son would do such a stupid thing. But is that really true? Yes, I'm sorry. Charlotte, I am really sorry. I sincerely apologize. Please don't. It's not your fault. Though, I can't believe what he did. I'll cover alimony and wedding expenses. I want you to tell me the amount. I can't. You and your family have been so nice to me. It wasn't supposed to be like this, but it's not your fault. I'm really sorry. Thank you for your concern. I have to contact my relatives and friends about the wedding. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. No. Well then. Hey, Charlotte. Charlotte, you are so annoying. Are you listening? Hey. Do you still want something from me? I've been busy calling all over the place about the wedding. That's it. Because of that, I'm getting a lot of emails here and it's annoying me. You don't have to tell your colleagues so quickly. Oh, if you don't make it quick. The wedding is in a week. We have to hurry. I've contacted my friends and family. I'm in contact with my colleagues and seniors at the company. When this is done, I have to contact my boss as well. I'm too busy to talk to you. I'm busy here because of you. I've already explained it to more than 5 seniors, but they keep emailing me one after the other saying, explain what this means. It's annoying. You got what you deserved. If you suddenly get a call a week before the wedding saying the bride is changing from Charlotte to Angela, anyone would wonder what had happened. And it's the same company. You should explain it to everyone in detail. What if Jean could help you? I'll give them as many explanations as they want. Why do I have to be lectured by a senior employee of a company I don't even know? I can't believe there are so many haters. I'm so sick of it. Because what you're doing is insane. Shut up. They're just trying to be mad at me, but they're really congratulating us. Because you're miserable, pathetic, and they feel sorry for you. Because Jean is an elite and the most popular guy in the company. Everyone thinks he'd rather marry me, a pretty girl, than you. On the day of the wedding, everyone will congratulate us. Yes, I congratulate you both and thank you. Sure, you two look good. Ah, what? Suddenly? I hate to say this, since I called you insane, but I was thinking of calling off my engagement to Jean. Huh? What are you talking about? Your loss. Well, you're going to tell me what a loser you are. Your elite, rich, cool fiancé was stolen. I know how it feels. I'll at least listen to your sigh of defeat. A man like that, I wouldn't say anything if he was taken from me. I'd rather thank you. Do you think Jean is really elite and wealthy? But that's the truth. I knew it was just you being a sore loser. He's a good catch. I'm sorry I took you away from him when you were so close to marrying him in a week. I can understand your frustration, but that's the reality. Let me give you the reality too. Jean is gambling crazy and buried in debt.
Huh? I can't believe you would say such bullshit.
It's not bullshit, it's the truth.
That's a lie. I've never heard of that, not even at work. And he never said that.
Of course he would hide it. I first found out about it when I saw his phone a month ago. When I questioned him, he immediately confessed.
That's a lie, right? It's not true that he's buried in debt. He's an elite in the sales department and he makes that much money.
Sure, he has an income, but it's not enough. So he seems to be borrowing money to gamble and invest. Even if he makes some money from gambling or investing, he can use it for the next gamble or investment. He's losing a lot of money after all. He can't even pay interest, so I doubt consumer loans will lend him any more.
That much? How much does he owe?
I don't know the total amount because he's probably hiding it. I think it's more than $72,000 US.
No way.
At the same time, I also talked to him about breaking off the engagement, but he didn't listen. I'm really glad you married him. Thank you. You saved me.
Bullshit. No way. Charlotte, the wedding is going to be as planned with you and Jean starring. I'm divorcing Jean.
Did you talk to Jean?
You were right. I'm so sick of it. He said he would marry me and pay off his debts because I was easier to deal with than the serious Charlotte. I'm going to divorce that bastard. I'll give him back to you.
It's too late. I apologised to everyone who I invited with an explanation and an apology.
He was originally your fiancé. You take him in.
I don't need that kind of damaged goods. If you don't like your wedding, why don't you cancel it?
There's a cancellation fee, right?
Obviously.
I can't pay that. I didn't even know about his debt. Please, do something about it.
You asked for it. Do something about it yourself.
Charlotte, I'm sorry. Forgive me, I'm really sorry. I don't have any savings and I can't pay cancellation fees, let alone debts. Please help me. Please.
It's too late. I'm sorry, but I don't want to help you or Jean. I don't want to get involved with you.
Wait a minute, Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte, help me.
Charlotte, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? I thought I'd give you an update on my son's wedding. I know you don't want to hear this. Let me hear it. It was a terrible ceremony. All the company officials were absent. My son's relatives were also confused because the bride's name was different. I heard about the debt from Angela. When I questioned that idiot, he said he owed $100,000 US. I almost got you in trouble. That much? That's more than I thought. And after he married Angela, he got involved in black money. Even black money? He made her co-sign his loan. He put her name and seal without permission. Angela is mad at him. As for Angela, she got what she deserved. You don't have to worry about it. Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't be in a family with a serious person like you. But if he got married to you, he would have made you go through a hard time, so I guess that's fine. I caused you trouble, but I want you to be happy. Will you contact me again if you like? Of course. Thank you for the thoughtfulness. Since then, Jean and Angela have divorced, but she was co-signed by him, so they are still paying off their debts together. Their colleagues at work turn a cold shoulder to them and they feel ashamed, but they can't even resign because of the debt. I quit because it was difficult for me to stay at that company too, but with Benjamin's help, I got a good job. I'm going to work hard and advance my career.
Excuse me. Are you Susie? My name is Maggie. Nice to meet you.
Huh? How do you do? I'm Susie, but you... Who are you?
Huh? I'm Kay's girlfriend. I contacted you because the notification on his phone was full of your name.
Who is Kay?
Ew, oh no. Don't play dumb. Of course, it's about our boyfriend, Kay.
I still don't know what you're talking about, and don't contact me without permission.
But I thought that without contact information, I wouldn't be able to properly tell you how I feel.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is that you suddenly contacted me with my contact information without permission. I don't know who you are. And what do you mean by how you feel?
Huh. That is, of course, that I want you to break up with him. You're dating him, aren't you? I'm his favourite, so you should break up with him. And of course, please don't live together.
Favourite? Dating? Live together? I have no idea, but who is this?
Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I really don't know.
But I know. Don't fool me.
No, I really don't know the guy, and I'm not dating him or anything. I mean, where did the idea of living together come from? I'm not dating anyone, and I don't want you to contact me all of a sudden.
But, Susie, if you didn't break up with him, I'd be in more trouble.
Aren't you misunderstanding something? I don't think what you are saying has anything to do with me.
That's a lie, isn't it? You're saying that because you don't want to break up with him, right?
When you say breaking up, I don't even have anyone to break up with.
Huh? No, break up with my boyfriend right now.
No, I'm saying I don't know anyone like that.
Well, I think you will break up with him anyway, because I'm the one who he is really in love with, even if you are lying.
So I don't have anyone like that to break up with.
Are you still lying to me? I've been dating him for 3 months now. We're even seriously talking about marriage. So, break up with him right away. If you're hanging out with him for fun, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, congratulations on that, but it doesn't matter to me.
Huh? Are you a habitual liar? No more jokes, please. Whatever you think, it's all about you.
No, I'm not lying. Listening to you so far, I don't have a clue, and I'm probably mistaken. I don't know your boyfriend. I've been living all alone for a few years. I'm not dating anyone.
You lying old lady.
You say that much on top of making accusations? Rude.
But think about it. I'm young at 24, and of course he would choose me. Prettier and younger than an old woman, right?
I guess so, but still, I think you're going too far. I'm older than you, but I'm not old enough to be called an old woman. I think I'm on the younger side.
Ah, yes, the old woman is so desperate, it makes me laugh.
You really have quite a personality. You're not listening to me at all. One last piece of advice. Your contact information is absolutely wrong.
No, absolutely not. I can't be wrong. I want to get married while I'm young. I'm going to be 25 in a few months and I'm getting older and older, right? I've always wanted to get married by 25, but I can't get married yet because of you.
I don't care about that. It's not my fault that you can't get married yet.
How long are you willing to lie?
No. So how many times do I have to tell you that I don't know about it and that you have the wrong person? If you're going to do anything, don't bother me anymore.
That's impossible. I won't give up until you break up.
Anyway, I don't have anything to do with you two, so it's not my problem.
No, you're definitely dating him. Come on and break up.
So, listen, I don't know that person. Please contact his real girlfriend.
You're the real girlfriend. That's why I'm contacting you, his real girlfriend, now.
Even if you say that,
I told you before, didn't I? His line notification was buried in your contacts, so I even stole your contacts to talk to you directly.
I think that's quite a problem.
It can't be helped, right? Because if I don't contact you, he won't be able to break up with you.
You really can't listen to what I'm saying. It seems this doesn't make sense at all, so I'll just say that this was not the case. Don't contact me anymore.
What do you mean? Well, I hope you break up with him right away. Hey, Susie. Haven't you broken up with him yet? Hurry up. I'm a better match for him. Apparently you're still dating him, right? I'm not fooled.
Is it you again? I'm not cheating on you, and I can't break up with him because I'm not dating him in the first place. And I told you not to contact me anymore. I don't know who you both are. I'm single, and I've only had one boyfriend, so this conversation has really damaged me mentally.
Huh? I don't care about your mentality. Are you listening to me?
Huh? That's my line. You're trying to blame me when you're not listening to me at all.
I'm contacting you like this and listening to you, aren't I?
How stupid are you? Well, I guess I'll say it again, so listen carefully. I don't know either of you.
You're such a cowardly bitch, trying to talk your way out of it like that.
No. Ugh. Are you blind? Or can you not read? I haven't said anything difficult, right?
If you don't break up with him soon, you're going to be in a terrible situation.
What? Are you threatening me?
I can't help it because you haven't listened to me at all. I'll harass you until you break up with him.
So that's a false accusation. I don't know anything.
I doubt that.
Hey.
Oh, that's the first time Susie has contacted me first. What? Breaking up?
No. It was you, wasn't it?
What? What are you talking about?
You can't just suddenly throw flour at people.
Flower? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. There's no one else I can think of.
I don't know. Did this finally make you feel like breaking up with him?
That's not the only problem.
Huh? Maybe I need to harass you more. Still not willing to break up with him?
How did you find out where I was?
What? Of course, when I followed him, I happened to see you with him. Really by chance. So I was able to track you down to the nearest station to your house.
Did you follow me? It's almost a stalker. Unbelievable. That's totally a crime. I'm going to call the police, including this flower case.
Are you going to threaten me with the police? Oh, how scary. It's your fault anyway. If you had broken up with him sooner, this would not have happened.
It's not a threat. I'm going to report it now.
I won't give up. If you don't like it, break up with him right away.
Really? You're really out of your mind.
Well, not really. I just want to live happily ever after. I'm waiting for him to propose to me.
That's terrible that you're harassing me for that. If you bother me any longer, I'm really going to call the police because I'm afraid for my safety.
So, if you do as I say, you'll be fine, right? If you don't do it soon, you'll be worse off.
Any more, and I will take legal action. If you want him to break up that bad, ask him directly about his real girlfriend.
If I did that, he would think I was doubting him, and that would be complicated. That's why I'm asking you.
You're really crazy. There you go again. You don't listen to me and always going in your own favour. Anyway, I'm not going to get involved anymore, so talk to him directly.
Hey, you're not getting away. If you're not going to get involved, break up with him. You really called the police, didn't you? The police contacted me. You're really the worst. But I'm not going to give up.
I said I'll report you, right? But I am so sorry to hear that you haven't given up.
I told you I'm not scared of you, right?
You really have an incredible personality. You definitely have a screw loose.
Not really. I'm just trying to find my happiness. I'm going to marry Kevin, have some kids, travel around on Kevin's favourite motorcycle and have a happy family.
Kevin? Bike? By the way, may I ask your boyfriend's last name and his hobbies?
Oh my God, it's Kevin Howard. His hobby is motorcycles, of course. But you already knew that because you're dating Kevin, right?
Oh, I see. You were talking about Kevin Howard.
You've finally stopped playing dumb. I'm on my way to you and Kevin's house right now. And I'm going to force you to break up right in front of me.
Huh? My home?
Yes, I'm not going to leave until you two break up.
I get it. Do whatever you like.
Missed call. Hey, Susie, what is this?
Oh, have you arrived home?
I thought you finally admitted you were in a relationship with him, but what was that attitude you just had? I don't know who that was, but it's terrible to let another woman deal with me and not show your face.
I didn't admit that I was dating him.
So, who's that woman? You two must be living together. You can't hide it anymore.
I don't live with him. I'm not even dating him. Because he's my brother.
What? You're a liar. That's an outright lie.
Then who do you think that woman is? She's Kevin's wife. I told you, it's all your misunderstanding.
Huh? Wife? Wait, is Kevin married? What about marrying me?
Kevin was having an affair with you. He probably didn't even plan to marry you.
That's absurd.
Ever since he was little, Kevin was a troublemaker in our house. Even when he's grown up and gets married, still has an affair. He has been married to 3 women because they all got pregnant, and he also has an illegitimate child.
An illegitimate child? All got pregnant? Oh, that's a lie. That's definitely a lie. Because the Kevin I know...
He got a classmate pregnant that he wasn't even dating when he was in high school. And he was fired from his job after he had his hands all over his co-workers at work.
Oh, no.
Oh, and yes, he had an affair with a married woman in the neighbourhood and even messed around with my friend. He's had countless troubles with women.
That's a lie. Tell me it's a lie.
I'm sure he's in the middle of some crazy shit right now after his wife finds out about the affair. His current wife is with him, knowing everything about his past. She sounds like a very scary wife, and I think he's going to have a rough time this time too. I wonder if he will finally stop playing around with women, cheating on his wife, having affairs.
Was he that kind of person?
Well, he deserves this too, and so do you. See you then.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? Missed call. Hey. Susie? Please reply.
What is it? You're really persistent. I told you everything the other day to clear up the misunderstanding.
I apologize for the misunderstanding, so please help me. After that, Kevin's wife and Kevin got mad at me, but it's not my fault.
Huh? Well, of course Kevin's wife would be angry because you were the one having an affair and show up at their house. Well, Kevin has no right to be angry.
He says he was never serious with me in the first place. He was so nice to me and told me I was the only one. I haven't heard from Kevin since he told me he wasn't going to marry me.
No wonder. Well, as a big sister, I wanted my brother to get it together, so I kept in touch with him regularly. But this time, I got involved in all the hassle and I had had enough. I gave up on him. I stopped getting involved with him because I can't handle it anymore. So I can't help you either.
Oh, don't say that.
And you deserve what you get too.
That's a horrible thing to say. I'm the victim.
Huh? Horrible? Victim? I've told you over and over again about the misunderstanding.
I'll admit it's all my fault, so please help me. Please.
Really? You ask someone for help as soon as things get bad for you? But why should I help you? You threw me flour, verbally abused me, and annoyed me. If you think about it, I don't want to help you at all. You're not going to make it anyway.
Huh? What do you mean?
Kevin's wife told me that my brother just paid the alimony and ran away somewhere. But you still owe her a lot of alimony.
He ran away? You mean alimony? I'm not bad. It's Kevin's fault. I can't pay for that. I don't have that kind of money to begin with.
If you can't pay, you have to work until you can, right? And you're saying you're not bad. Of course, Kevin is bad, but so are you.
That's ridiculous. Sure, I was bad too, but it doesn't mean I should be treated in this way.
You have a lot of nerve after harassing me so much. I'll say it one more time. You got what you deserved.
Sorry. I won't do it anymore, so please help me with that.
Well, good luck with the alimony payments at best, Maggie.
Oh no, Miss Susie! Hey, Susie!
Since the incident, I've blocked Maggie's contacts and cut off the relationship since then. The whereabouts of my brother Kevin is still unknown, and Maggie is charged alimony by Kevin's wife. Maggie was demoted and left with rumours of infidelity at her company, and all that remains is to pay a large amount of alimony. On the other hand, I no longer have to get involved with my brother's relationship with women, and for the first time in a long time, I am free from stress. It feels so refreshing to finally have a normal life.
Long time no see, Noelle. How have you been? Oh, Cameron. It's been a while, but I'm doing well. How about you? Well, there's actually something I've wanted to tell you that's been on my mind. I've heard you've been feeling down lately, so I was wondering what I could do to help. What? I'm fine, really. It's a bit hard to say, but will you hear me out without getting angry? What is it? We're childhood friends. Don't hold back. You got divorced the other day, didn't you? What? Oh, that story? Yes, it's been about a month now. Is there something wrong with that? I'm already okay. It's just that there's something I want to tell you, but it might hurt you. What is it? Be clear, won't you? Is there any relation between my divorce and what you want to report? Not necessarily a relation. You're my important childhood friend, aren't you? I don't want to hurt you with my announcement. Huh? Your announcement will hurt me? What do you mean? Hey, no secrets. Can you tell me what's going on? Well, please listen calmly. I got married. Married? I didn't know. It's the first time I'm hearing this. Why didn't you tell me? There were various circumstances. It was difficult to tell you because of the timing. It's not like I was hiding anything. I understand that, but timing? The day after you got divorced, I got married. That's why I couldn't tell you, but I really wanted to tell you, so I contacted you today. I'm sorry. I feel bad for making my childhood friend and best friend like you worry about this. Am I stupid? I was so focused on myself that I ended up making you keep a secret. Cameron, congratulations. It's really late, but let me congratulate you. And also, I'm really sorry for making you go out of your way. Really? I'm so happy. When you got divorced, you seemed really down. So it was probably hard for you to approach me, and I didn't make it any easier. It's okay. I'm really sorry too. At that time, I was really shocked, and I couldn't see anything around me. I was really useless. I also caused trouble for my family and friends. I really apologize and feel sorry again. Are you crying by any chance? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had already recovered, but I just remembered. It's no use. I promised myself to forget about the past. Hey, Noelle, if it's okay with you, could you tell me what happened and how you ended up getting divorced? If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, since it seems like there were a lot of things going on. But as your childhood friend, I'm curious. Thank you for being considerate. But forget about me for now. Today, it's all about you, Cameron. Congratulations on your marriage. I've never heard anything about your boyfriend. What's he like? Would you mind telling me? Really? Are you sure? Of course. What kind of guy is he? What's his occupation? Where did you meet him? I want to know everything. Are you really okay? You're not just saying this to be polite, right? No, it's not like that. I want to hear your story. Really? That makes me happy. There are so many things I want to ask you, my childhood friend. When did you start dating this guy? Actually, it's been about a year. What? Really? That long ago? That's news to me. You didn't tell me before, did you? I'm telling you now because it's you, but, well, because of his position, I couldn't say anything. Wait, what do you mean by his position at the time? Was he a public figure or something? Well, the thing is, he was actually married back then. What? Yeah, that's right. Noelle, are you okay? It's just that I have a lot to think about. I'm sorry, Cameron. I don't think I can congratulate you guys after all. What? Why not? I'm sorry, I just can't. As your childhood friend, I want to congratulate you, but when I think about his ex-wife and family, I can't say congratulations honestly. Don't apologize for that. Oh, could it be? Is it related to the reason for the divorce? Yes. My ex-husband's affair was the reason for the divorce, and he wouldn't tell me anything about the person or the reason. Oh, I see. That's what happened. That was the reason for your divorce. Your ex-husband and his affair partner pushed you down from the pinnacle of happiness. But it's all okay now. I decided to forget about the past and live positively. Well, that doesn't matter, does it? Oscar and I are connected by a red string of fate. Now that we're married, I'll be happy enough for the both of us. Me. Huh? I heard Oscar, but maybe I misheard? I'm sorry, Cameron. I don't understand what you're saying. Oscar, do you mean... I can't imagine it. My ex-husband, right? No, there's no way that could be true, right? You've been so dense since we were kids. It's really frustrating. I married Oscar, your ex-husband. Do you understand now? Wait, Cameron, when did all of this start? Do you want to know? If you really want to know, I'll tell you. It was a year ago at the home party. A year ago? When he and you moved into the mansion, and it was his birthday, right? That party was a celebration for him. That night. He was the guest of honor, but he disappeared, and I was searching for him the whole time. Is that so? Are you curious about what he was doing during the time he disappeared? Should I tell you? He and I were in the basement together. Stop it! What, did you not expect me to tell you? From that time on, Oscar and I have been together. You didn't know anything, and you seemed so happy until talk of divorce came up, didn't you? Please stop. After that, he started asking me out. He always took me to the places I wanted to go. We went to clubs and bars often. The nighttime amusement park was so romantic. You know what happens when we go back to the hotel. You don't need me to say it, right? It's terrible. Please stop it. You want me to stop? Then please attend the wedding and bless us. As a childhood friend and former wife, I really want your blessings. I want you to see us happy, okay? Noelle? Hey, no response. Noelle? What do you want now, Cameron? I already told him you will be coming to our wedding. What are you talking about? I won't go to your wedding. Why not? I really want you, my childhood friend, to come to our wedding. Can't you stop saying those things? It's horrible to invite me to a childhood friend and ex-husband's wedding. Are you enjoying hurting me? No way, I don't have that kind of interest. But you know what? Watching you, who seem to be the happiest person in the world, easily fooled by me and gradually distorted in pain, I got excited. You're enjoying this. You're disgusting. And let me tell you one more thing. Secretly dating behind everyone's back is so much fun. You can't experience this kind of excitement in a normal relationship. It's just incredible. I want to share this feeling with you so much. I almost said it to myself several times. It makes me sick, and I don't even want to talk about it. But, well, I'm glad I could hear one more thing from you. I finally understood what I had been wondering about. What did you wonder about? When we divorced, I asked him many times why he cheated on me and who the other person was. But he stubbornly refused to tell me, saying, "It's all my fault, so just do what you want." It was actually him who offered to pay any amount of money for the settlement, not me. He said, "I'll pay whatever it takes, just please don't ask me about it." Oscar is such a fool. Paying the settlement at whatever cost is ridiculous. We were getting divorced, so he should have just told me. I had to ask him over and over again because I couldn't understand it, but he was so desperate to hide it that I thought there must be something going on. So that's what it was, Oscar. You were convinced by yourself? He's really stupid. Paying a large amount of money to a person you're breaking up with, that means my money is decreasing. He should have just told me. Now he's dating your childhood friend Cameron and wants to switch over, so he wants a divorce. Do you even know what you're saying? If you had normal ethics, you wouldn't have hidden it, would you? What Oscar did was certainly unforgivable, but at least he was considerate of me. I'm relieved to finally understand something that had puzzled me for a long time. Well, that's good news. I'm just a little disappointed because now the excitement of secretly dating is gone. And above all, there won't be any more pleasure in deceiving you. Oh, by the way, let me tell you about our first date. Remember when he disappeared for 2 hours during his birthday party? He had fun with me in the basement. Here we go again with that story. Remember when I returned to the venue before you did and found you frantically searching for him with such a fierce look? Asking me, "Don't you know where Oscar is?" When I lied and told you I saw him at the back door, you rushed off right away, didn't you? How funny! It was so enjoyable. But now it seems like our fun times have come to an end. Oh well, it's too bad. We've been together for a long time, though. I never knew you could be so unreasonable like this until now. Don't joke around. You have no right to complain about anything. I heard he paid you whatever you asked for in terms of compensation and property settlement. He even took money from his parents' assets to pay you a considerable amount. Can you believe it? My own money is getting reduced because of what he did. What? Don't speak ill of people behind their backs. Oscar's parents only paid a part of the compensation because they felt sorry for me. You have no right to complain about the compensation amount. Please don't badmouth him and his family's sincerity. Okay, having wealthy parents is convenient, isn't it? From now on, they should spend more and more money on me. You're the worst. The worst thing is you. Are you infertile or something? Oscar was lamenting that he couldn't have children for a long time, right? That doesn't matter now. It does matter. Women who can't have children have no value. He said he wanted children and held me so intensely over and over again. I don't want to hear it anymore. Anyway, I'm not going to the wedding. Tell him that too. Don't contact me again. I don't want to talk to you ever again. Noelle, how are you doing? I told you not to contact me. I don't want to talk to you. Hey, look at this wedding ring. I can't see it and I don't want to. Oh, right, you can't see it. But let me tell you the price. Guess what? It's 3 times the price of the ring Oscar gave you. Isn't that amazing? 3 times the price. That's impressive, but is that all? There's more. Listen to this. I got to choose the wedding venue however I wanted. Of course, it was the most expensive venue and the most expensive plan. It has an ocean view and it's super luxurious. And the dress too. Okay. I'm busy now and don't have time to listen to your bragging. Goodbye. Wait! Well, I'll just say what's important. You need to leave this place right now. Huh? Why do I have to listen to you? That luxurious mansion where you and Oscar were living together, it's now going to be mine and Oscar's home starting today. It's only natural since we got married, right? We don't need your parents around. They're just a nuisance. So, pack up your things and leave today. Are you not listening to me at all? That mansion has an enormous garden, right? I'm going to plant roses all over the garden and turn it into a rose garden. It's going to be so lovely. I'll invite lots of friends for tea parties in the rose garden and show them how happy I am now. And maybe I'll even invite your acquaintances and neighbors too. They should all know that I'm the lady of this house from now on. Everyone will be so jealous, don't you think? Oh, and should I invite you too? No thanks, I'm good. That's quite an impressive daydream you have there. This isn't just a fantasy, it's becoming a reality. So hurry up and get out of there. From now on, he and I will be living in this luxurious mansion together. Now that I think about it, you're really pitiful, aren't you? Your husband and your home were both stolen by me. But, oh well, what can you do? You've always been so dense, haven't you? You were happily unaware of your husband's affair for a whole year, weren't you? That luxurious mansion you're talking about, could it be my house? That's not your house. I don't know why you've been squatting here even after the divorce, but get out now. Did you not know that this house is under my name? What? What are you talking about? Under your name? I see. It's a lie? Even someone as dim-witted as you can tell a lie now. You idiot, I'm not fooled by such a lie. That house originally belonged to his parents. I've investigated it. You may be straightforward, but you still lied? There must be enough asset value in that house for you to lie to protect it. Don't say such rude things. I'm not lying. Check it again. It's in my name now. What do you mean by now? As you said, this house originally belonged to his parents. They gave it to me when we got divorced. It was a gesture of apology for what their son did.
So, this house has been mine since a month ago. Oscar and I are planning to live here, just the two of us? Don't make me laugh.
No, wait, that's definitely a lie. His parents have blessed our marriage. It's impossible that they haven't prepared a new home for us.
His parents are very reasonable and kind people. I don't think they would bless you two, who got married through adultery and cheating.
Shut up! What do you know anyway?
Oh, I see. I understand now. His parents are preparing a more luxurious house for us. Not just some old, spacious property, but a gorgeous mansion that suits cute little me. I'm so excited. I wonder when they'll give it to us? It's ridiculous to consider it a housewarming gift. Okay, I get it. It must be a surprise that they're keeping from me. I wonder where it is and how big it is?
Hey, Noelle, what do you think?
I don't know. Go do whatever you want.
No, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to his parents' house to pick up the keys to the new home. See you later.
She's beyond out of control now. It's more like she's emotionally unstable, isn't it?
Hey, Noelle! Don't mess around. Are you listening?
What's the matter? You're being rude, you know?
That old hag! She splashed water on me!
What's going on? What did you do exactly?
I went to Oscar's parents' house.
No way! Did you really go there?
Of course I did!
Did you ask for the non-existent key to the new house?
Of course I did. I have the right to get it. And that old hag, she splashed water on me. Why did she do that?
Because you were being unreasonable, you know? What about his dad? Was he strict and angry about it?
That old man, he yelled and chased me out. What did he think he was doing with his precious son's wife?
It's only natural, isn't it? Now you understand. His parents don't think you're cute for marrying into the family through deception.
And Oscar, I thought I could have a luxurious life by marrying a rich man.
But that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Shut up! If it comes to this, I'll put up with it at your house. Get out now!
Don't be so ridiculous. I'm really getting angry.
Hey, Noelle, we're childhood friends and best friends, aren't we? You're on my side, right? So give me that house.
Stop talking nonsense. Don't just treat me as a childhood friend and best friend when it's convenient for you.
I absolutely refuse to live in a normal house or apartment. I can only live in a mansion with a garden. Please, pretty please, isn't that okay?
I'm not your childhood friend or best friend anymore. Cutting ties. You understand his parents' feelings now, don't you? You were never blessed.
Stop it! Stop it! What do you mean by cutting ties? I'll be the one cutting ties with you. If you're not bringing in the house, you're not worth it. Don't ever contact me again.
Don't ever contact me again was my line, though.
Noelle, answer me already. You're really slow. It's making me irritated.
What's the matter? You told me not to contact you again just an hour ago.
Noelle, what did you say to Oscar?
What's going on? What are you and he saying?
What do you mean, he too? What did you talk about with him?
Wait, calm down.
How can I calm down? I don't understand anything.
Oscar contacted me earlier saying, "Can we meet once? I want to tell you everything." I don't understand what he meant, so I thought you might know something.
What? He said everything? Oscar did? Why did he do that? That idiot, I threatened him so much.
You threatened him? You to Oscar? That's unacceptable. What does he mean by everything? Hey, Cameron, can you calm down and talk to me? I'm also worried about your mental instability.
Shut up, I'm normal. I'm not the one at fault. It's all your fault. You always brag about marrying a rich and handsome guy. That's why. You're at fault, not me. It's your fault. You're the one who's bad. You're the one who's bad. You're the one who's bad. You're terrible.
She's quite unstable. We can't handle her. Something happened a year ago, right? Hey, Cameron, I want you to calm down and listen. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! That's right, Cameron. You're not at fault. Yes, it's my fault, right? That's right. It's your fault. Was it about his birthday party from a year ago? What happened then? Oscar's birthday party? It's a bad memory. I felt sick watching you so happy at that time. So, what did you do then? I lured Oscar into the basement. What happened in the basement? I told him, I'll tell you Noelle's secret. Let's meet in secret. But he refused at first. He said he couldn't meet me alone without telling Noelle, but I threatened him, saying it was a very important secret that he would definitely regret not knowing, and called him to a bar a few days later. It took me 2 hours to persuade that thick-headed guy. The fun thing you mentioned earlier in the basement was that, right? What did you talk about at the bar? I don't remember what we talked about. Anyway, I kept feeding him alcohol until he was drunk. When he was completely drunk, I took him to a hotel. That was easy because he's weak to alcohol, right? I don't really want to know what happened at the hotel, but he hugged me even though he was barely conscious. He kept calling out your name over and over again. Huh? I secretly filmed the scene at that time with a movie. You filmed it? That's the lowest! I used it to blackmail him, and we continued to meet afterwards. Oscar helped me many times. When he said that I didn't come, I told him that I don't know what I will do to Noelle. He happily came to see me. You're terrible. There are no other words. It's funny. Even you are worried about your own safety, right? You did this kind of thing for me. Are you prepared for what might happen to you? Don't say such scary things. I'll go to the police. Try it. I'll set your house on fire. What? Have you lost your mind? Your house is so big and luxurious. It would look beautiful if I set it on fire, wouldn't it? Cameron, you've always been selfish and hot-headed, but this time is too much. I called the police. What you're doing is already a crime. What? The police? Don't be ridiculous. I haven't done anything wrong. You really need to cool your head before committing a real crime. The sounds of sirens is getting closer. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not guilty. You can make your excuses to the police. Having an affair or breaking up a marriage isn't a crime, but you've gone too far. Reflect on your actions and never come near me again. I don't want to remember what happened afterwards, but I need to summarize it. Cameron's parents contacted me to let me know that she had been admitted to a psychiatric hospital. They apologized to me politely for causing me trouble, but it left a bad taste in my mouth. When we were children, she and I were good friends, and we used to play together often. But apparently, her behavior had been very strange for a while, and she finally went berserk and injured a neighbor. Her parents had realized she might have some kind of mental illness, but they had trouble taking her to a psychiatric hospital. I can understand their feelings as parents, though. To them, any child is precious. She has now been diagnosed with a mental illness and is isolated. She is still quite unstable with hallucinations and violent behavior, so it's impossible for her to be discharged anytime soon. And then there's Oscar and his family. He apologized to me so many times that I felt sorry for him. And he confessed something to me. Noelle, I was so scared of seeing you get hurt, so I let Cameron have her way, but I really love only you. He even brought his parents along and said that he wanted us to be a family again. I was so happy to hear that. His parents already knew everything when we divorced, after hearing his side of the story. It was a very attractive proposition to become a part of his warm family, but I declined. It was difficult to refuse after being begged so many times, and I was very conflicted. But I realized that I could finally do what I wanted to do after this incident, so I politely declined and returned the mansion they gave me to his parents. To tell you the truth, I still think about it sometimes. I have no regrets about my decision, but I sometimes imagine what it would have been like if we had become a family. 3 children, spending leisurely time with him and me in a large garden with his parents, playing and eating together, I still have such fantasies. Excuse me, let me get back to the topic. The thing I want to do is to travel around the world. I was hurt a lot by this incident, of course, and Oscar and his family were also hurt and manipulated by her. Sometimes, I think that if she had been hospitalized earlier, this would not have happened. But there's nothing we can do about it, right? The past cannot be changed. As I thought about that, I began to feel small and disgusted with myself for being hurt and struggling in such a tiny, narrow world. So I decided to travel the vast world and see everything it had to offer. I traveled to different countries as the mood struck me and left my daily life behind. There were many people who tried to deceive me, but I also met many kind people. There were so many different cultures, people, animals, and vast landscapes, and my wounds were healed. I realized how much I had been troubled by trivial things in such a small world. And then, it's not enough that only I was healed. I want everyone to see these landscapes, animals, and this vast world. So I decided to take pictures of the scenery and animals from all over the world. I want to bring healing to people all over the world. I don't intend to say something too grand, but now I'm working towards letting as many people as possible know about the healing I experienced. Years later, I published a photo book. I became a famous photographer, even known in foreign countries. I traveled around the world and captured various landscapes and animals in my photos. For some reason, they have a calming effect on people, so they even started placing them in psychiatric hospitals. I donated some to the hospital where she was hospitalized. I wonder if she saw it? What did she think when she saw my smiling face on the cover and my signature?
Hi, Maria. How are you doing? I know this is sudden, but I'm at your house right now. So I'm packing to move out, and I was wondering if it's okay if I throw away all your stuff, since it's so annoying.
What? What do you mean? Why are you in my house? How did you get in without a key? And what's with the moving? What the hell are you doing? Did you make a duplicate key without my permission?
What? Duplicate key? I don't want to go through all that trouble. Jean will open it for me.
What? Jean? Why Jean? He's supposed to be working today. Why would you be with Jean?
Oh no, you still don't get it? You're such an idiot. You're my twin sister, but you're so different from me. You've always been so dull. That's why you don't even notice your boyfriend's cheating on you.
Boyfriend? Cheating? No way. You
finally noticed. That's right. Jean says I'm better. He says I'm much better than you, that it's hard to believe that we're twins.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. I think it was about a year ago.
A year ago?
Yes! Remember when you introduced me to Jean as your boyfriend? That's when I fell in love with Jean. I really wanted him. I actively tried to appeal to him. I asked him out to dinner and he came all the way over here. We went to a hotel together too. And guess what Jean said? I'm a much better woman than you. He said that he wished he'd met me first, even though we're twins. I gently told him it wasn't too late, so we decided to live together. That's what I'm saying. You need to move out now. He and I will live here from today.
Huh? What are you doing? You just steal Jean away from me? And now you're going to live with him? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. I'm serious. And you shouldn't be mad at me. It's Jean's fault. If he loved you so much, he shouldn't have flirted with me. When I approached Jean, he was head over heels for me, you know?
Julia, you are such...
What? Don't blame me for your boyfriend's change of heart. You deserved it. If you want to hate someone, hate yourself for not noticing it earlier.
You're so brazen. Do you have any idea what you've done?
I told you it wasn't my fault. He dumped you. You are so carefree that you haven't even noticed your boyfriend cheating on you for almost a year. I'm laughing at you. Such a carefree sister. Let me tell you something. What he said in bed, he was really dissatisfied with you, wasn't he?
You're such a jerk. You've always wanted everything from me. You approached Jean because he's my boyfriend, right?
Oh my god. I do love him. Well, anyway, that's why it's going to be our new house from today. So get your stuff and get out, loser.
You evil bitch!
Yeah, whatever. You're more disgusting than I am.
Maria, how are you doing? You didn't call me at all. Are you listening to me? Mom, what's up? What do you want? What do I want? You're really... Stop lecturing me. I thought you had something to say. Oh, yeah. I have something important to tell you. Something important? What's that? Well, Julia is getting married. So, they're getting married in a month. Of course you'll be there, right? Huh? Julia's getting married? I mean, I'm not going to be there because I have a lot of things to do in a month. You're being horrible again. Why are you being so cold? It's your only twin sister's wedding. You should be there, not running errands. I can't. It's an important thing. You can't just ask me out of the blue to do something I can't do. I mean, who would marry Julia? Who loves that kind of thing? Why do you hate your sister so much? You lied to me when you said you had something important, didn't you? I'm not lying. Okay, you've got to be there. Besides, Julia married a rather handsome man named Jean. Huh? Jean? Then I'm not going. Oh my, you know Jean? Jean is my ex-boyfriend. It must be a year ago that Julia stole him from me and threw me out of the place I was living with him. Well, is that what happened? I didn't tell you, Mother. Who wants to go to a sister's wedding, the one where she plagiarizes her sister's boyfriend and then marries him? I'm definitely not going. Well, don't say that. It's been a year, hasn't it? Julia is sorry for what she did. So why don't you let bygones be bygones? Huh? Why would I do that? Julia is the one to blame, right? She's the one who did the worst. It's not Julia's fault. She just fell in love with Jean. And the fact that Jean switched to Julia, it's your fault too, isn't it? Huh? What are you talking about? You didn't give Jean much attention because you were busy with work or something, didn't you? Jean was lonely, and Julia healed that loneliness. Unlike your cold heart, Julia is a kind girl. Are you serious? You know what? It's not the cheater's fault. You didn't hold on to Jean's heart, so he got tired of you and ran away. No. That's not right. Even if that was true, there is a proper order for doing things, right? You have a girlfriend going out with another woman at the same time. It doesn't make sense. Julia and Jean are both assholes. You're being so cold again. Why don't you just congratulate your sister? Why are you always so hard on Julia? Well, Mom, you've always been so lenient on Julia, haven't you? Every time Julia wanted something that belonged to me, you would tell me, "You're her big sister, you have to be patient." Dad and Mom, everyone was all on her side. Hey, don't be so glum. You're changing the subject. I'm asking you to go to Julia's wedding. I've told you 100 times I'm not going. You can't be so selfish. Besides, your aunt will be at Julia's wedding. Aunt? The wealthy aunt. I know she has an attitude, but she's rich and I'm sure she'll give us plenty of wedding money. And for that reason, I can't have any rumors about Julia's marriage. So I have to make sure you will be at the wedding. Get yourself in a good mood, apologize to Julia, and make up with her. Why do I have to apologize to her? I can't believe you're after the congratulatory money from our aunt. You were thinking of that? Isn't it obvious? You have to take what you can get, and with the wedding gift, we'll make Julia's wedding extravagant. I can't wait to see her in the dress. She's going to be so beautiful. So Maria, you should definitely be at the wedding, okay? Don't be selfish.
Hi, Maria. How are you? Of course you're not fine. You heard from Mom that I'm getting married, right? With Jean. So you must come to the wedding. I definitely want to see you cry in frustration.
Sorry for your disappointment, but I'm doing great. And congratulations on your wedding. But unfortunately, I have something to do that day. I can't attend the wedding. I'm sorry.
What? Are you pretending to be cool about it? Well, you have to act tough to do it, since your ex-boyfriend who dumped you is marrying your twin sister who looks just like you.
I'm not trying to be tough. I'm just being honest.
Act tough while you still can. I can't wait to see you crying on the day of the wedding.
Well, I told Mom I couldn't attend the wedding. I just told you that too.
Oh, you have something important to do? That's not true, is it? You just don't want to see me in my beautiful wedding dress, do you? You're still such an evil sister that you couldn't even be happy for your little sister.
I'm not lying. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to explain it to you two.
Maybe you should stop being so stubborn.
I'm not being stubborn. How could you invite your sister who you hate so much to your wedding just to one-up her? Thanks for your effort. I would never invite you if I were you.
Oh, sister, you can say that when you get married. Well, that date won't come anytime soon.
Yes. Is that all?
No, I just thought I'd tell you more about our wedding.
I don't need that kind of information. I'm not interested from the bottom of my heart.
Well, shut up and listen to me. Our wedding is going to be the most gorgeous ceremony anyone has ever had. The dress and the food will be top class, and we're invited a lot of guests. What color dress should I wear? Sean says I can change dresses as many times as I want during the reception because I'm so cute in everything I wear.
You're counting on your aunt's congratulatory gift to fund it, aren't you? Do you guys have any money?
Why should I pay for anything when my aunt is going to pay for it?
I knew you'd say that.
Since she says she is willing to pay for us, shouldn't we take her word for it and have a big ceremony?
I don't think it's a good idea to make someone else pay for something you don't have the means to do.
Okay, don't act like a good girl. You've always been like that. I don't like it.
Then don't contact me again.
Oh, yeah, I went to see a wedding hall the other day, and there was a guy there who went to school with you.
My classmate?
That dorky guy from school. I think his name was Peter?
Oh, Peter.
I wondered what happened to that dull guy. Now he works for a famous wedding hall, and I found out that he's the son of the owner.
You didn't know?
I didn't know. I'm not interested. And here's the thing, he was a very nasty guy.
What do you mean? What did you do to him?
Will you stop it? You make it sound like it's my fault. It's his fault. I was just trying to be nice to him because he's your classmate, and he didn't seem to be comfortable with women. And if I thought we got to know each other, he might offer me some kind of extra service.
You didn't try to switch to Peter this time, did you?
Don't talk like that. I mean, this cute girl invited him to dinner, right? Normally he'd be happy and say yes, but this guy... You're getting married, aren't you? You shouldn't do something like this with your fiancé standing next to you. I don't like easy girls, and he just shoved my arm off of him. Unbelievable, right?
You're still doing that.
Your classmates really are a bunch of rogues. Not only did he refuse my invitation, but he said such a rude thing, and he embarrassed me in front of everyone.
Isn't that your fault? And he's right. If you're going to get married, you'd better do something about your self-centeredness. You're not a child anymore.
What's the matter with you, Maria? I've always hated your superiority complex. But you'll see. I'm going to have a big, fancy wedding that's going to blow everyone's minds. I can't wait to see the look of frustration on your face.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going. I've told you 1,000 times.
Mom told you not to be so selfish, right? Okay? No matter what happens, I'll make sure you're at the wedding. Definitely!
Missed call. Missed call.
Hey, Maria!
Missed call. Missed call.
Come on, answer your phone. Why aren't you at the wedding? Are you kidding me? Stop harassing me. Maria, come on, say something.
Hi, Julia. What do you want?
What do I want? I told you it's my wedding day. I told you to come, but why aren't you here?
I don't know what to say. I never said I was going.
I said you couldn't be so selfish. I told you that. Anyway, come here now, right now.
Oh, I can't do that.
Impossible? It's not impossible.
Yes, it's impossible because I'm in a wedding now.
Huh? What?
I'm saying I'm having a wedding too, just now.
What's that? That's crazy. Stop that.
Okay, let me explain it to you so you can understand. I recently got married to my boyfriend, and today we're having a wedding ceremony at a luxury hotel up in the hills, and we invited everyone who has been a part of our lives.
What's that? Boyfriend? A wedding? I didn't hear anything about that.
Of course I didn't tell you. If I told you, you'd come to ruin it, wouldn't you? But my husband, I don't think he'd fall for you.
It's a lie.
It's not a lie. Shall I show you the dress?
What a dress. It looks so expensive. And a luxury hotel on a hill. You don't think it's more expensive than my place, do you?
Do you believe me now?
No. I didn't know you had a boyfriend. How long have you had a boyfriend?
Oh, you want to hear how we met? Well, I'll tell you. It was right after you kicked me out of my house and I had nowhere to go, so I went back to my hometown on a lark. I ran into a guy I went to high school with. He heard my story and helped me find a place to live right away. Since then, he was always looking out for me. He's been in charge of one of the wedding halls owned by his father since he graduated from college. He's a good manager. Eventually, he's going to be the president.
High school classmate? Running a wedding hall? Don't say that's...
Yes, that's Peter, the guy you made fun of so much. He said he was surprised when you showed up at the venue he runs. He said, even though you two have the same place, your sister oozes vulgarity. He was laughing.
What the hell?
But it's true. By the way, the wedding hall where I am now is owned by his father. They're talking about giving it to him soon.
Oh no! Someone with higher specs than mine! You're Maria! Damn!
I can imagine the look of frustration on your face. It's too bad I don't get to see it in person. Well, I should probably get back to the ceremony. I just came in to change my dress. What? Is there something else?
I'm not done talking!
I have nothing more to say to you. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you one thing.
What is it?
You know you had a wealthy aunt, right? The one you and Mom were trying to swindle out of her money?
What's wrong with that?
She's over here at the wedding hall right now.
What?
She's attending my wedding.
Wait a minute, what do you mean?
What do I mean? Did you guys send her an invitation? She said she didn't get one.
Oh no. Mom said we didn't need to send one because she will be here anyway.
Huh, that's what I thought you'd say. You're an idiot for taking your mother's word for it. Who's going to attend a wedding without an invitation sent?
Because my mom. But why then she is at your wedding?
Because I sent out the invitations. I can't believe you didn't know that, even as my own sister. I'm appalled.
Cut it out. You've been talking nonsense. Don't make fun of me.
You deserve what's coming to you. You know, I wanted to invite the people who helped me to my wedding. I still keep in touch with our aunt from time to time. She protected me from my parents, who always loved you and treated me like I was an obstacle. I had hard times when I was a child because our parents didn't love me, but thanks to her, I am who I am today. So now that I'm working, I'm returning the favor to my aunt as a way to show my filial piety. And even if she had received an invitation, she wouldn't be at your wedding.
Huh? Why?
Auntie knew you and Mom were nothing more than a free money loser. She knew it for a long time. So she knew exactly what you were up to this time, and she hated you for your selfishness.
Oh no!
Well, I think it's time for me to go, so I'll see you later. Bye. Don't ever contact me again.
No. Wait! Maria! Hey, Maria! Maria, can you help me? I'm in trouble.
I told you not to call me again, didn't I?
Maria, don't be so cold. I'm in real trouble.
I'll only listen to you.
I'm having a hard time paying for my wedding. I didn't get as much money as I thought I would. Most of my friends and relatives canceled and didn't show up. My friends didn't show up at all. It was all Jean's friends.
Your friends hate you, didn't you know?
But they're too much of a jerk to cancel. It's really getting us into trouble. The food was the best grade we could afford, and I even wore 3 different dresses. I thought everyone would come, so I spent so much money.
I guess you missed the boat on the wedding gift. I'm so sorry.
And Jean, he told me before the ceremony that I could do whatever I wanted. But when I surprised him with fireworks and filled the venue with flowers, he got mad at me, saying, "This is way out of our budget," and he got so mad at me. He says he won't pay for the wedding anymore. That's horrible.
It's your fault for not checking with Jean.
We could have paid if everyone had come, even you and our aunt. You guys didn't show up. Now I'm in trouble. Give me the money.
I'm stunned. Are you still talking like that? You have brought it on yourself. I don't care what you say. I won't pay a penny.
Don't say that. Please help me.
I'm under no obligation to help you. I don't care what you say. I can't let the past slide. If you make a fuss anymore, I'll block you.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I didn't mean to sleep with your boyfriend. I just want us to be close sisters again. Please forgive me, sis.
When have you and I ever been close sisters? When things get bad, you'd come crying to me like that. You're getting too old for this, so why don't you stop?
That's terrible.
What is terrible? I don't care about Jean anymore, but you've been stealing my happiness for a long time. You'll be sorry for that for the rest of your life. Bye. Goodbye this time.
Wait. Maria! Maria! Please help me! Maria!
A few days later, my parents contacted me after I married him, who owned a company, but I ignored them. My aunt also cut my parents off, who were spending a lot of money. Unable to pay the wedding expenses, Julia and our parents settled the wedding expenses by borrowing money. However, the sister and her husband fell out of favor when she demanded him to pay the expenses through a lawyer. They are still discussing the expenses, but the divorce is expected to be finalized any day now. I wonder if he'll respond today? Oh, is this Kate? You finally responded. George, it's been a while. How have you been? Hey, Kate, it's been a while. Are you doing well too?
Doing well? No way. I've been trying to contact you for a whole year since you left. Why did you keep ignoring me even though I contacted you so many times?
Shut up! It was because you kept complaining.
I had reasons to complain. You said, "I'm going to work seriously and find a good job, so help me out." That's why I lived with you and paid all the living expenses. Everything you say is a lie. I don't trust you anymore.
It's not a lie. I was looking for a job for a long time. No job suited me.
There's no job that someone like you can do. And on top of it off, you suddenly disappeared and were completely unresponsive for a long time. I have reasons to complain.
At that time you said, never come back again, so I did what you said. You have no reason to complain.
At that time, I remember we were fighting and things escalated.
Do you remember now? I just showed respect to you for having financially supported me, and I did just what you told me to do. You were the one who said, get out and never come back. I just did what you told me to do, so it was not my fault, right?
Then why did you ignore my calls? I called you so many times.
Because you were annoying.
Annoying? I'm always angry because of you.
Oh, I don't want to hear it anymore. By the way, you called me today because you have something you wanted to ask me about, didn't you? Are you feeling lonely? Do you want me to sleep with you?
Don't say stupid things. I just wanted to confirm something with you today.
What is it?
I received a wedding invitation from a subordinate at work.
Someone beat you, and are you feeling lonely?
No, don't tease me. You should listen to me seriously for a moment.
What? Is there anything wrong?
The groom has the same first and last name as you. George is a common name, but the last name is not, right? I don't think it's you, but just in case, I wanted to confirm. It's not you, right?
Do you want to know?
Huh?
I'm asking if you really want to know.
You're still an irritating man. That's fine, it can't be you. I must have been crazy to contact you after all this time. Talking to you makes me angry.
Goodbye, and don't ever contact me again. It's me. Huh? I'm the one who's going to marry Trish. Ugh. You're lying, aren't you? Why can't you believe it? Trish has fallen for me. I don't want to boast, but the company I work for is a large corporation. She got hired there, so she shouldn't be stupid. I can't imagine her falling for a scum like you. Don't call me a scum to my face. Who was the one attracted by that scum until a year ago? Anyway, because you kicked me out, Trish and I could meet fatefully. Trish was kind enough to welcome the pitiful me who you kicked out at the house. She's so nice, unlike you, isn't she? What nonsense are you talking about? Have you been at Trish's house ever since then? Yes, that's right. Trish is financially supporting me while I look for work. She's impressive, even though she's 5 years younger than you. I supported you financially until a year ago, didn't I? That's why I'm grateful. Because I'm grateful, I left as you told me to, right? Talking to you makes me irritated. I can tell that Trish will definitely have a better career than you. Huh? What's your basis for saying that? Not to brag, but I'm one of the top performers in the company. I know that, but you get angry easily, right? That's because you always... Unlike you, Trish is kind and considerate, so when I proposed to her, she happily accepted it. I'm so grateful that she's willing to marry someone like me. You're lying, right? Huh? What, are you making a false accusation? Did you say I'm lying? If you're still being supported financially, then you haven't found a job yet, right? Trish isn't stupid enough to marry a man like that. You're deceiving her, aren't you? Don't say something so rude. It sounds bad. I'm making efforts for Trish with my whole heart. Unbelievable. I have to tell Trish that she's being deceived. What? Don't do anything unnecessary. I'm not causing you any trouble, right? Trouble? That's not the point. Anyway, don't do anything unnecessary. The two of us will be happy together. Oh, are you feeling lonely? Frustrated? If you agree to do it secretly from Trish, I'm happy to spend a night with you. Don't be ridiculous. Even the stubborn Kate is cute. Stop it! Okay. Well then, just look enviously at us. See ya. Wait a minute. He's such a scum as always. I have to hurry and let Trish know. I have to stop the marriage. Trish. Hey, Trish. I know you're busy, but there's something urgent that I need to tell you. Oh, hi, Kate. I'm sorry, but I'm working overtime now, so I'll call you back later. I know you're at work, but this is urgent. I have something to tell you right now. It's about your fiancé. What about George? Do you know anything about George? Yeah, we're acquaintances, but that's not important now. It's difficult for me to say this when you're already engaged, but you should not marry him. Huh? It's too sudden. Can you tell me why? As it says on the invitation, the wedding date and venue have already been decided. I don't know what George has told you, but actually, he was living with me until a year ago. What? Really? Yes, it's true. Even when he was living with me, he didn't work and just played around. He was fully depending on me, you know? He kept lying to me that he was looking for a job and kept asking me for money to go out and have fun. You're lying, right? You may wish I was lying, but that's the truth. I had been financially supporting him all that time, and then we had a little argument, and he left me all of a sudden. Trish? Oh no, it makes me laugh. Oh, I'm sorry. It was so funny. I just couldn't help but laugh. What's so funny? Well, the thing is, I know everything. Huh? Wait, did you hear it from George? Of course. I see. Well, that makes everything simple. George is a scum who takes advantage of women. It's better to not marry him. Oh my god, that's hilarious. You're so desperate. Are you upset because George was stolen by me? That's not it. Don't misunderstand me. I don't care who's going to marry George or what he's going to do. I don't have any romantic feelings towards George anymore. But because you're the one he's marrying, I just wanted to stop. Trish, you're my important subordinate. so I'm just giving you advice. If you marry a man like him, you'll only be unhappy. You should reconsider. I know this because I was deceived by the same man. So please, you're smart enough to understand, right?
How funny. You're my rival.
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
You're always so calm and collected, smart and good at your job. I've always looked up to you.
Thank you, but that's not the point here.
Oh, don't you understand? Was your reputation as a smart and capable person in the company just a mistake?
You're fueling my anger. Could you please explain it to me? A smart person?
So, it's about achieving my goal. Even though you're smart and good at your job, you still don't understand that?
There's no way I can understand. What are you talking about?
If you don't understand, let me explain. I stole your boyfriend, George. That means I have the upper hand over you, don't you understand?
You approached George for that purpose?
It's too late for you to realize that now.
I don't get it. Can I ask you a question?
Oh dear, is there something that even someone as smart as you doesn't understand? Go ahead and ask me. I'll teach you.
Are you perhaps stole my ex-boyfriend to feel superior to me at work?
Of course.
Of course? I don't understand. If you steal my boyfriend, does that make you superior to me? Do you really think that way?
So what? Do you have a problem with that?
There are so many things I want to say, but it seems difficult for you to understand, so I'll stop.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's because you say things like that you'll always have a bad performance. Stupid people are just stupid. You may match well with a scum like George.
Can you call me stupid? You're a more incompetent one here.
So why is it?
Of course, I stole your man, so I'm superior to you. So my position in the company will be higher now.
Talking to an idiot who doesn't understand reason gives me a headache.
Anyway, I'm better than you.
Yes, that's enough. Honestly, you're a perfect match for each other. Congratulations.
What? Are you making fun of me? How rude! I can't forgive you.
Who are you to say that? Oh, you want to climb the career ladder in the company, don't you?
So what?
Should I suggest it to our boss?
What? Is it okay? Are you perhaps a good person?
Trish took my ex-boyfriend away, so she's more capable than me. Can you give her a higher position in the company? That's what I'm saying to our boss. What do you think?
What? Is it okay? You're so kind.
I'm saying this sarcastically, but are you really okay with that?
Of course. Thank you.
Okay, I got it. I'll tell our boss tomorrow. I hope you can climb the ladder.
Yay, I did it! Kate admitted defeat! I won! Of course. Thank you, Kate.
Say what you want, but don't blow your own horn too much. Hey, Kate, can I ask you something? George? I didn't know you were someone who contacts me so frequently. I didn't contact you just to hear your sarcasm. I don't have time to waste on idle talk with you. What do you want? Did you do something bad to Trish? That sounds bad. What are you talking about? She quit the job yesterday. What did you do to her? Oh, I just asked my boss to put her in a position similar to mine as she had requested. My boss misunderstood that I'm going to groom a successor and promoted her to the same position as me the next day. Yeah, she seemed excited about the promotion at first, right? I even told my boss that she could be my boss after seeing her work. Did you go that far? But recently, she's been complaining a lot about how work isn't going as she hoped. Didn't you help her? Of course not. We have the same position now. She's a sweet subordinate, right? You should have helped her out. She's not anymore. She's in the same position as me. And she's also the woman who stole my man and fueled my anger. If she was a subordinate, I would help her, but in the same position, we both have to complete the same task. Poor girl. She cried saying she was demoted because of you. It's not my fault. It's her responsibility to complete the given tasks. You wouldn't understand having never worked for a company before, but it's how the company is. You're looking down on me. I've never been officially employed because I didn't have to. I have plenty of women who financially support me. Besides you.
It seems that it's tough being popular, huh?
But still, couldn't you have helped her out a little? You're a cold-hearted woman.
Don't make me laugh. It was natural for a stupid woman who stole my boyfriend and thought she was good at her job.
So, you did this as revenge for me being stolen from you?
It was revenge, but it wasn't because you were stolen from me. It was revenge for her fueling my anger 2 weeks ago.
You used dirty tactics for revenge.
What's dirty about it? I don't want to be called like that by a scum like you.
You're so disgusting. You didn't have to get revenge just because you got me stolen and inflamed your anger, did you?
Can you stop using the word revenge? I just gave her an undeserved position as she wished. Don't blame me for her not having enough ability to keep up with the position.
You ignored her even if she asked for help, didn't you?
Trish thought of me as a rival. Helping her would be disrespectful as a rival, right?
Ugh.
Besides, if I keep helping her, it won't be good for her growth. To promote her growth.
Ugh, you're annoying. You have a comeback for everything.
You're the one who started the fight. But she didn't have to resign, did she? She only got demoted. And now she's in the same position as before. It's a big company, so I think she was making a good amount in her original position, right?
I said that too, but she didn't listen. She must have been mentally unstable. She said she couldn't even wake up in the morning. Did she go through a mental breakdown or something? She has a large amount of pride even though she's stupid.
You're going to marry that stupid woman, aren't you? You don't have to be so rude to her.
Hey, can you help her come back to work with your authority? You can do it, right? Just tell your boss.
Do you know how cheeky for you to say that?
At this point, it's too late to mind tiny things, right? Come on, Kate, please.
It's difficult. I don't think I can apologize and expect to be forgiven. To tell you the truth, she's terrible. She's been repeated failures and causing trouble with clients and business partners. Her boss is still cleaning up her mess.
Seriously? That's ruining my future. What are you going to do about it? Can't you do something?
Don't be ridiculous. Did you say it's ruining your future? You're a man who doesn't even work and just goes gallivanting. You don't have a future to begin with, do you?
Shut up. Trish told me a year ago that she was way better at her job than you are. She said that she couldn't accept that she's more skilled than you, but her position is lower.
Well, she can believe in whatever she wants to, but it's the company's evaluation that matters.
Her skills don't matter. The problem is that she said she'll earn more in the future. I proposed to her because I thought she would take care of me, but maybe I was deceived?
You're a scum as always. Have you ever thought about earning your own living?
I never thought about it. Women are there to take care of me.
By the way, I recalled the reason for our fight a year ago.
What? Our fight a year ago?
You said you wanted to stop looking for work and want to be fully financially dependent on me.
Was that what I said? Was I pretending to look for a job back then?
It seems like no matter what job you have, you won't stick with it, huh?
Probably. That's why I'm fully depending on others. Hey, Kate?
What?
Will you marry me?
I won't, scum. You're going to marry Trish, right? You even reserved the wedding venue, haven't you?
Oh, come on. Don't bring me back to reality. What am I going to do?
Do whatever you want. I don't care anymore. Don't drag me into it. Goodbye.
Hey, Kate! Don't turn your back on me!
Kate! Hurry! Kate! Yes, what's the matter now? There's a problem. George is gone. Do you know anything? I don't know. He's always going gallivanting, isn't he? Yes, but he usually comes back when he runs out of money. But lately, we've been spending a lot because of the wedding, and I didn't give him a lot of money, so he should be back by now. And tomorrow is the wedding. Oh, is it tomorrow? Well, he's not coming back then. Wait a minute, don't be so cold-hearted. Please help me look for him. I'm about to cry. I'm sorry. That's tough. Can you tell me where he might have gone? And if you could come with me to look for him, that would be great. You're also quite cheeky. After causing so much trouble, do you still have the nerve to make that request? Because the wedding is tomorrow, that's why I'm in a hurry. Please. You're beyond cheeky that you're refreshing. If he went somewhere, it would be a gambling place or a place with women.
When he left, you gave him money, right? Didn't you ask where he was going?
Actually, a little before we got engaged, he said he wanted to find a full-time job instead of a part-time one.
He's been saying that since he lived with me.
But when I quit my job because you bullied me, he got really mad, and he asked how we were going to live, and even hit me.
What a scum. And I didn't bully you, just for the record.
No, he apologized and was nice to me after that. He said we would work together and do our best.
He never hit me. He hit rock bottom. Though you believed him even though he hit you, huh?
Yes, he's really, really kind when he's in a good mood.
Oh, really?
Then, about 3 days ago, he asked me for money because he needed to buy things like a resume and a suit for his interview. So I gave him a large amount of money from my savings, and then
he disappeared. George and the money won't come back.
Please don't say that. I'm sure he'll come back.
Well, let's try to stay positive, okay?
Yes, you're right. I'll definitely find him by tomorrow.
Yes, it's going to be tough, but do your best. If I see him, I'll let you know.
Oh, and there's something I want to ask of you, Kate.
What is it?
I want you to talk to our boss so that I can go back to the company.
What?
I quit because I was being bullied by you, but it wasn't because I didn't like the job. So I just want to go back to my old position. It should be easy for you, right?
You really don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's a call. It might be him. Well, I'll leave it to you then.
She always says whatever she wants. Someone who lost their income after quitting their job has no value to George. That's why you were thrown away. And job hunting was definitely a lie, and he squeezed money from her at last. She dedicated herself to such a scum by giving a large amount of money from her savings. Even though she miraculously got a job at a large corporation, she quit that too. It's a pity for her, but stupid people always lose. I can't say anything about other people because I was deceived by that scam until a year ago. There's no point in regretting it, so let's stay positive. Let's both stop being deceived by such a scum and find a good man.
It wasn't a call from George. Kate? Hey, Kate? Don't turn your back on me and help me. She should be able to do something about it. She needs to reply quickly. I'm in trouble here. I'm in a hurry. What's going on, Kate? Help me, please. Don't turn your back on me.
On the day of the wedding, Trish called me multiple times, but I decided to ignore her. After some time had passed and things had settled down, she called me, so I